Yeah. Yeah. Look. I am what I am, I'ma be what I be till the day that I die. And if you see this is a mission, not a small time thing. Got me on the case like I'm Sherlock Holmes. My dome kinda messed up from what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing. Got me not knowing what to believe in. I was breezing, battling bosses. The record is flawless, 0 losses till I came across this stunning young piece who resided at the bottom of the sea. And she told me her name was Flash Woman, beautiful but deadly. She was mad cunning, had a voice that could soothe the savage. Beast of physique was way above average. Magic the way she got me in a spell, got me on lockdown, sorta like a cell. But I got a mission that I can't afford to fail. But girl, I got a secret to tell. I don't know how to say this, so I'ma just say it, that you're my favorite. Even underwater, I'm enchanted by your fragrance. You're nothing to play with, won't you be my baby? Or maybe we can get up out of this land and maybe get a bite somewhere, my dear. Even though she knew the truth about Rand, I had a feeling she wouldn't understand. Yo, I got a chance. I thought I was in love before, but I love you more. So baby, come aboard and go away with me, so I can make you see what you mean to me. And baby, we can be free.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is that time once again to get ready for the Charge daily live show. Again, guys, this is, of course, bringing you the news and rumors and also basketball opinions, of course, with your boy Bernie here, giving you, of course, like I said, the latest NBA news and basketball opinions. And, I want to welcome everybody to the stream. We are officially live. We're about 15 minutes out from the actual start of the NBA season. So I just kind of want to say, like, this is a long time coming. Me and my boy Pete had a terrific episode last night. So if you guys want to check that out, go and check that out. It's on the channel right now under live stream. So if you guys are interested in kind of our predictions, who we think's going to win all these awards, what's going to happen in the NBA, go and check that out, because I think that was a very interesting video. And I do miss doing videos with my boy Pete, but schedules are a little different, so we'll see if we can get that going. But like I said, it's that time once again, guys. NBA starts. I believe the Nets and the Warriors are starting relatively soon. If we look at the schedule really quick, I believe they start at 4:00. So we're just going to get ready with it. I mean, I have it on tap. Obviously, if you guys are interested, it is on TNT. Or if you guys have League Pass, I believe you can watch like the Warriors Network or the Brooklyn Nets Network if you guys are interested in like their commentary. And I believe you can do that. So, go and check that out. NBA tip-off right now on TNT. Probably going to have the site on mute for now because we don't want to get in trouble with some ad. It's good to see Charles, Kenny, Ernie, and Shaq again. I think we all kind of missed the NBA. I think the NBA has probably one of the best like halftime, and TNT is the best at it. I think TNT, if I could pick anybody that could replace the ESPN for the NBA Finals, I would pick TNT hands down, 100%. I'm not old enough to remember NBC basketball. I think I remember like maybe a little bit of it. But what I do remember a lot of is, of course, the ESPNs and the TNT. And TNT has definitely done a tremendous job with it. So, I'm excited. It's going to be a fun time. And I hope you guys are ready to kick back, relax, and kind of watch the game with me. Again, like I said in my little video, we're going to be talking about the James Harden altercation, which I will be reading off. I think we'll probably be staying in this camera angle where it's more just like the basketball, the stream is starting type of deal. Because I don't want to get in trouble by showing stuff or maybe not showing stuff, but more so like the video of the game and other stuff like that. So, that's going to be kind of it. But again, guys, if you want to donate, we had a couple donations yesterday, so I just want to thank everybody that donated. It was really fun. It was really exciting to see you guys donate. Shout out to my girlfriend's parents for giving me some donation. I really appreciate that, and also appreciate my girlfriend for donating. So, like I said, guys, it's not required. You don't have to give me money, but what I do require is you guys to hit that like button and also to remember to hit that subscribe button. Less than 300 subscribers away to get to that magic 1,000 number, so if you guys can help me reach that achievement, that would be greatly appreciated, and make sure to spread the word to your friends and family if they are basketball not knuckleheads, what are the basketball heads like I am, or basketball nerds, if you should say. But let's read on this James Harden debacle, because this is actually going to be very interesting. But let's see here. Let's go here. I think it might be on ESPN. Let me pull that up on ESPN really quick. This is, of course, coming from Sham of The Athletic. Let's see here. NBA. Let's see here. Maybe I have to search it up on Twitter. James Harden. Now it looks like there might be James Harden to the Celtics. I'm not sure if I'm liking those rumors. News. Let's see here. Here we go. This is what's coming from CBS Sports. If you guys... Oh my goodness, I hate the auto ads so much. But if you guys are interested in this story, we got here James Harden threw basketball at teammate in practice, tension rising between the Rockets and Star per report. The strenuous relationship between the Houston Rockets and superstar James Harden continues to deteriorate as the team prepares to tip off the 2020-21 season. Harden has voiced his displeasure with the direction of the team on multiple occasions and has reportedly requested a trade from the team in order to join a contender ready to win a championship right now. The Rockets, however, are now in no rush to ship off their franchise cornerstone unless an adequate package materializes. Until then, James Harden has told the Rockets he would remain professional, but tensions had already begun to flare up between him and his teammates. With the one-time MVP has reportedly gotten into a verbal argument with teammates during practice, and on Sunday and Monday, one of which elevated further than that when he threw a basketball at rookie Jai Sean Tate after a heated exchange per the Athletic Sham wow, if you will. The situation did not elevate past that. The ball never made contact with Tate, but it's being viewed as an uncharacteristic behavior and typically a laid-back James Harden. Per Shams, this is a situation that could have also been just the two competitive teammates have a moment during practice which may not have been Harden's cause, causing the issue with the locker room because he does not want to be there. Though the event has just another notch to a lengthy timeline. I mean, this is just absolutely insane. Like I think the craziest one to me will always be the Jimmy Butler playing with the third string guys and absolutely demolishing like guys like, I believe, who was it? It was demolishing the third string guys with like Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. Like we all know that's what happened, and that was just kind of like a ridiculous gimmick. But at the same time, it's just like, at some point it does get tiring to kind of hear these James Harden things. Like there's no reason why James Harden should be throwing a basketball at anybody. I don't understand what is going on right now. This is absolutely ludicrous. This is insane, and I really think this is going to hurt James Harden's reputation. To be honest with you, it's so uncharacteristic. I just can't believe that James Harden is acting like this. Like, there's no reason for James Harden to throw basketballs at his teammates. Like, there's one thing if you're going to take the third string guys and kick the other team's butt. Like, that I understand. If you want to do that, hell, go ahead, man. I think that's kind of the thing that, you can do. And I agree. If you want to kick some butt, kick some butt. But, no pun intended there. But, as I do that once again, it's like freaking I'm a robot. Beep, boop, beep, boop. The thing is, James Harden needs to understand, like, you just can't be throwing basketballs at people. Like, I don't see Jimmy Butler throwing a basketball at Karl Anthony Towns because, he's not playing hard enough, or Andrew Wiggins because he's not playing hard enough. It's getting to a point now where it's just the toxic level between the two organizations is so bad that they need to decide whether or not they're going to keep him or trade him. I think they need to trade him ASAP because, like I said, it's obviously not working, and they need to get rid of him sooner rather than later. But, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I do think that it is frustrating that we're dealing with this sort of situation right now, which is, James Harden, doesn't like where he's at right now. He wants to leave. He wants to be on a contending team, and you have the same thing with the Houston Rockets. They're tired of, like, James Harden's antics, and they don't want to deal with it anymore. So, at the end of the day, I think both guys or both people or both parties involved need to do a much better job at, deciding, what's going to be important. What are you going to do to help yourself get in better situations? And we're going to find out what it's going to be. I mean, I think that at the end of the day, it's going to be a very interesting situation to kind of evolve and see what goes on from it. But, it's just, I don't know. I'm not too too pleased with what's going on right now. But let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have any other type of kind of comment on this James Harden, throwing balls at teammates, getting into teammates' faces. Like, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys make of this story? I think it's kind of a big deal, and we're going to see what's going to come of it. So like I said, let me know in the comment section down below. I more than likely will see that this video will not be processed live stream. So just for everybody's kind of pleasuring view, this is probably going to be a one-time thing in terms of like, you're only going to be able to watch it once and then the video's gone, because I'm probably going to have the audio in the background. I'm probably going to have it play right now.
17 and 12 tonight.
Ooh. Nope, I'm gonna go with 12 and 6.
12 and 6? Yeah. I can get 12 and 6 right now.
No, you can't.
Depends on 12 of what and 6 of what.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, Ernie, you just
interesting.
I think that Weissman will benefit when Draymond comes back, because he.
Oh yeah, that's something that I could report on really quick,
forward.
guys. I'll mute them really quick, and we'll get back to like what's going on. But the starting lineup for the Warriors will be this: it'll be Steph Curry, Kelly Oubre, Andrew Wiggins, Pascal, and Wiseman. So the TNT crew just kind of went over what is the stat line of James Wiseman, because he's a rookie. I think I'm going to go with, he's going to go probably 12. I think he's going to go 12 and 5. I don't think he's going to necessarily score the rock. I think he's unless, Steph Curry and them can kind of master the pick and roll. But it's definitely going to be a very interesting situation to see like what's going to be coming of it. That Kyrie Irving is going to be burning sage around the cock or around the court. Kyrie Irving's in the layup line right now that we're watching. We'll see. They got Ty Johnson. Like, this Brooklyn Nets team actually does look pretty good. And I'm glad that they didn't trade for James Harden, because they know that like they're gonna fall for the same situation, just say like the same time, right? Like you're gonna see like a whatchamacallit, like you're gonna get the same like New York Knicks type of style, right? Where you have so many good players, and then you trade for James Harden. If it doesn't work, you blow everything up, and then you basically got rid of everything. And I think they've already realized like they can't do that anymore. They can't do what they did for the Boston Celtics, which is trade everything to get 2 aging superstars and basically to rely on them as being like the final people to kind of help them win the championship. Because at the end of the day, they need to realize that they're going to have to just deal with just right now Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. And if DeAndre Jordan can channel his inner like DeAndre Jordan from Clipperland, that might be a better story. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, and we'll see what happens as it comes closer to tip-off. Ooh, that is hot tea. But let's kind of read some more stories, because they are on a break. This one is kind of an interesting one. The NBA has reconsidered the expansion since the start of the pandemic. So Adam Silver admitted that the NBA has looked into the analysis of possibly expanding beyond 30 teams until the COVID-19 pandemic severely changed the league's financial outlook. The NBA has postured as though it has little to no interest in expansion. I think I've always said that that it's sort of manifest destiny of the league that you expand at some point, Silver said during his annual preseason availability with reporters. It said that it has caused many of us dust off some of the analysis and the economic and competitive impacts of the expansion. We put a little more time into it, and we were pre-pandemic, but certainly not to the point where the expansion is a front burner. Silver has said there hasn't been any changes to the league. That we're very appreciative of the markets that have indicated an interest in having an NBA team. One of the issues for the league office that comes up with the terms of the competitiveness is not the secret that we don't have 30 competitive teams at any given time right now. When you go into a season measured by the likelihood of availability to win a championship. One of those focuses as a league office is always on how you create better competition. So that's one of the things that we continue to look at as we're considering expansion. Is it an economic issue, and is it a competitive issue on us? So if it's one that we'll see continue to study, but we'll be spending a little more time on it than we were pre-pandemic. And I really don't know what to think of it. Like, as much, I live in the Seattle area. We all know the story of the Supersonics. They've got taken away from us because of a crappy owner who sold it to a guy who was from Oklahoma. I could go on and on about the story, right? The guy was from Oklahoma, said he wasn't going to move the team. We all know that the deals he made were just absolutely shambolic, hogwash, and just absolutely nothing that was going to say like, hey, we want to keep the Supersonics here in Seattle. I remember going to those games. I was old enough to remember going to some of those Supersonics games before they eventually left, I believe in the 2008 season. And so, it's just one of those things that I really wish that we could have with the Sonics here. And I think that that's kind of what this topic is about. But unfortunately, I just if you were to expand the team to 2 teams, right, and make it 32 teams, I don't see where I don't see how it's financially viable to help the other teams, right? Because if you have to split the revenue, which every team gets about the same revenue, right? It's not like LA Lakers and Boston Celtics get the huge chunk of the money because they're one of the bigger market teams, right? Whether you're Milwaukee, whether you're Charlotte, whether you're LA, or whether you're the Miami Heat, you get the same amount of money. And so I just don't see how, if you were one of those teams, why would you want to give up a little bit of your change just to bring in another team and you have to split the money even more? So that's where I'm just I don't know why. I just don't know why. I don't know why the league is even looking at this, just because as much as I am a Celtics fan, I just don't see it. Or sorry, not as well, Celtics fan, but also as someone that lives in Seattle. I don't know, man. I just don't see it. But let me use the restroom before we get started, guys. So I will be right back.
Under the sea, just you. Seem like every couple years I get that feeling like I'm about to hit that ceiling. But I can't, cause it's non with spikes. And when I reached the lair and it was time to fight, I couldn't do it. Punked out like Ashton's victim. She started singing and I had to listen. It was lovely what she sang, the fishes came. All of a sudden the mission changed, insane. She told me about a true purpose. She used to save victims that fell through the surface. A few days ago the contract expired, and she was scheduled to be thrown into the fire. And while they gave her a reason to live, so now she gotta do what he says. She shed a tear and said, you don't understand. I gotta stick to the plan. I owe everything to this man. So please make a friend. Don't take it personal, cause it hurts, I know. I'll make it personal, but he saved me, baby. To turn my back on Wiley, you'd be just plain crazy. She said it's the only way it can end. Let the battle begin, man, we can't be friends. So my heart sunk slow as the lair door closed. Drew the mega buster cause it's time to roll. Here we go. I thought I was in love before, but I love you more. So baby, come aboard and go away with me so I can make you see what you mean to me. And baby, we can be free. Oh, whoa. Under the sea. Oh, whoa. Just you and me. So the battle was on and it was fierce. She hit me in the side and left the armor pierced. On her command, the fishes attacked me. I cocked the mega buster and hit him exactly. But the battle took a turn that was odd. Every time I fired a shot, she didn't dodge. She took each blast from the arm cannon, smiled at me as every shot was landing. At first I didn't know what she was planning, and suddenly I started understanding. So I think she letting me win, giving me what I need so I
Alrighty, I'm back from the bathroom, and everybody, this is going to be a very interesting storyline. We already have the NBA up right now, and I would love to play this kind of preseason type of talk, but of course, you know how the league is. They are going to probably copyright this and whatnot, so unfortunately, I will not be playing it. But just kind of as I was going on about the, oh, whoops, I don't have my camera on. The one thing I was kind of talking about with the expansions is just like I said, there's just a lot of money that needs to be spread out, and I just think that teams in the lower markets don't want to do that, right? We understand that a lot of these teams, a lot of these players, they don't want the revenue split between another franchise, or at least especially the owners. They don't want the franchise split like that, or the money revenue split like that. So we'll see what happens, but at the end of the day, I think this is going to be a storyline. This is going to be something where we're going to see if the league is going to look at the Sonics again. I mean, I can't think of another team other than the Sonics that I think could be in the NBA again. I mean, maybe Vancouver, maybe Kentucky, St. Louis. I just let me know in the comment section down below if this video stays live, or if you guys are in the live comment section, what other team could expand with the Supersonics? Because right now I just can't think of a team. But like I said, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about that. But let's see here. Nope. We got Dua Lipa. I don't want to get copyright strike by Dua Lipa because we know that this freaking thing is just ridiculous. So I'm going to wait until, the Dua Lipa song is done, and then we're gonna go live with it. And let me know your predictions for all 2 of these games, guys. Let me know if you guys think the Lakers are gonna win, or the Nets are gonna win, or the Warriors or the Clippers, because I would love to know your guys' opinion on that in the comment section down below, and also in the live stream if you guys are with me live. All right, Dua Lipa, come on, you're done. Dua, come on. TNT, do you really have to like... Alrighty, I think we're back. I think we're live, hopefully. Yep, alright, we are live, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to be watching it. Opening night at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York.
On an overcast 36-degree night, you're looking at the Manhattan Bridge connecting the boroughs of Brooklyn.
The boroughs of Brooklyn.
We're moments away from the Golden State Warriors and the
Alrighty, everybody.
and the NBA on TNT.
How about like
opening
Pitt?
night.
Oh, Pittsburgh?
Tip-off 2020.
Well, what about like Pitt making a team? I mean, Pittsburgh would be kind of interesting. I mean, they don't have a basketball team. I just don't know the history of Pittsburgh and basketball. I feel like they're more of like a football type of town anyway.
In New York City, and coming up the first of our doubleheader featuring 3 of the biggest stars in the NBA, and we will start out, Chris, talking about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, and this net team is loaded. I would say they can go 10 to 11, 12 deep at this
See
point.
here.
Yeah, and maybe
The 9-time All-Star Kevin Durant going to make his return. Let me know what the score line will be for the for Kevin Durant. Do you think he's scoring over 25 points, or do you guys think that he's going to go under? I think he's going to have like 32 points, seven rebounds, and like 4 or 5 assists. You know, let's see what this team is made of. You know, Steve Nash in his first season as coaching. Let's see what we can make of this. This is what I'm really curious about. It's kind of like, are they going to run sets, or are they going to kind of run like a free-flowing offense like Steve Nash did when he was a point guard at Phoenix?
I'm just happy to see him healthy. I can't wait to see his enthusiasm and his intensity on
We got Steph Curry.
From a former MVP that's just happy to be back on the floor and healthy.
All right, Chris, here are tonight's starting lineups presented by...
All right, let's see the starting lineups for the Nets. KD, 34 points, 9 rebounds, 6. Okay, so you got, you know, KD making an MVP type of stance. Okay.
At the guards, Kelly Oubre, Steph Curry back from
So Kevin Durant, Joe Harris, DeAndre Jordan, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Kyrie Irving for the starter. We got Andrew Wiggins, like I said, Eric Pascal, and
talking about point guards, any
let's
point
see.
guard better than this? Well, shout out to Magic Isaiah.
You know, I didn't realize that Draymond Green was hurt again, so that's kind of an interesting scenario that we should look out for. We'll see what happens in this game. Steve Nash, you know, got a chin diaper on right now.
And the fact that he made guys better on the fly, I can't wait to see Steve Nash start his head coaching career here tonight in Brooklyn.
Let's see this. Let's see it.
Talking with Steve earlier, I said, is there anxiety? He said, well, it's not exactly anxiety, which would be overwhelming, but maybe a little bit in coaching at his first NBA game.
Here we go.
This is the 75th anniversary of the NBA, and we get underway on this 22nd day of December, and of course, due to the pandemic, there are no fans in the stands. The head coach of the
I'm surprised that the NBA didn't like have a game in Miami as the first game. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wondering if they would have had the game in Miami, they would have had fans in the stadium. I think they would have, and I think that probably would have been a better game to see rather than, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, they really like the storyline gimmick because they're obviously having the Warriors and the Nets play each other. You know, it's been a year since Kevin Durant has played basketball, so they're trying to start a storyline here. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it, but, you know, this will be a fun game to watch. Let's see if Kelly Oubre can kind of recreate his magic that he did in Phoenix in the Bay Area. With James Wiseman, that's it. James Wiseman easily winning it, but I think it's going to go Brooklyn.
Someone jumped in a little bit too soon.
Talk about, Marv, the fact that Nash mentioned that he may not be or anxious, but he's nervous. But how about Kevin Durant?
All right, let's see what set they're going to run here. If there is a set. You got DeAndre Jordan kind of at the catch at the top, curling off. Starting off with a turnover, DeAndre Jordan and Kevin Durant with the miscommunication there. Right now it's still 0-0. Let's see here. If you guys are watching along with me, let me know what you guys think of each player, like what's going on.
By Irving. Curry on the crossover.
Balling like Curry.
Team and draws the foul.
Kyrie
has hit his last 46 free throws.
already a bad foul there by Kyrie.
Season play.
No need to do anything on that.
Foul shot. Now, if Reggie Miller was here, he'd say,
That's what I'm
fixing him.
saying, Marv. I had to say jump in for Reggie. Reggie's at home going crazy right now because you did that.
He missed one against Memphis back in the 2019 season, back in March of 2019, and hits two right here.
Well, I tell you what.
Let's see
couple
here.
Of things don't get old, and that's your IQ. His IQ.
Let me know if the volume, guys, is okay for the game. I know I said that I wasn't gonna do this, but I know there's gonna be a one-time stream. All right, double stagger for Kyrie. Nothing working. Let him go ISO.
Fires from
Makes a jumper. 2-2.
Brooklyn.
So nothing.
Brooklyn Nets.
So nothing really. Woo.
2-0 during pre. Oh, nice move.
There we go, James Wiseman. Show that athleticism.
By Wiseman, his first
Now we're gonna see if anything's ran for Kevin Durant on the third play. We know that the first play was supposed to be a backdoor for KD, didn't work out. Pick and roll now with Kyrie Irving. See if there's any if they're running in his sets. Yeah, Kevin Durant's back. Oh my God, what a shot!
From straight away.
Let's see if Kelly Oubre can add something there. Good movement.
Curry back to Pascal. And here is Wiggins.
Wiggins.
Great ball.
Rebounded by Joe Harris. Nice move by Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's back.
For Kevin Durant. Hits from deep, hits from the baseline.
I don't know how to stop that. The deep three right there, Curry trying to get a foul, but look for Brooklyn to try to push it to get some
Joe
easy
Harris
shots right there for Harris.
And that's what Harris does. He finds
Joe Harris,
space,
that was a good contract that he signed with the Nets, man. I think someone else should have gave him money.
And had that wide open three-point attempt. Here's
Wow,
Wiggins.
you could hear the bricks before they even happened.
Last year, the Warriors.
I think my sound might be a little off.
25, where they last in the NBA in the first quarter and shooting 25 or averaging about 25 points a game. They need to get some quick, easy buckets, get some guys on the move so that they can stop that.
Good curl. Steph Curry is probably one of the best guards to kind of come off the screens, man.
A 10-6 lead. Once again, Harris, this time off the mark.
See how this pick and roll game's going to be.
Pulls it back.
James Wiseman, okay.
With an outside
oh, wow, we got 20 viewers in here. Holy crap. How is everyone doing?
Too strong. Pascal out of Villanova had an outstanding rookie season. This time rims out.
All right. Let's see here. We got Kevin Durant here really quick.
Jordan got back in the paint and said, if you're going
to
make
here,
that
Kevin
okay,
Durant.
we're not going to give up penetration.
Harris set the pick. Durant.
And one, Kevin Durant. All righty, KD.
To the red hot start. 3 for 3 from the field.
Damn,
so
okay.
Beautiful watching Kevin Durant. I imagine that this is what it was like to watch George Gervin.
Dang.
Two lanky guys that are long that look
like
they
they
should be playing
what a shot. What a shot by Kevin Durant. If you guys are just joining in, welcome in.
No way to stop him.
Wiseman committed the foul, so 3-point play for Durant. Steve Nash saying that he feels Durant is in the 90% range in terms of how
Steph
he's
Curry coming off the
feeling.
dribble.
It's gonna take another 15 to 20 games for Durant to really get a
here.
gauge on his condition that he has not played in, what, 18 months.
You know, we'll see if Andrew Wiggins kind of gets a little bit more looks. I think he's been kind of...
yeah, he could stay that way the rest of his career and still be one of the best.
He's kind of getting these looks right now.
The NBA on TNT is being brought to you by Oxygen Water, pH balanced
see here.
with electrolytes and boosted with oxygen, all to help you recover.
We'll see. Like, I think Andrew Wiggins so far has taken, I think, maybe 3 or 4 shots right now. So they're definitely leaving him open because he's not like the most consistent shooter. But he's definitely going to be someone that you could. He's definitely going to be a very like Harrison Barnes-esque type of player. I think that he's going to be added to. And you know, we have almost 200 viewers in here. You know, welcome everybody joining us. You know, this is probably the first time I've had 200 viewers live. So welcome in to watching the NBA. I know that we're not allowed to be showing you the stream, but I still like to watch, or I still like to show it, or you can hear it at least. So you know, welcome in everybody.
That shot put the ball knocked out of bounds by the Warriors.
Let's see here.
The Nets last season went 35-37, 7th seed in the East. They were swept in the first round by Toronto 4-0.
Spencer Dinwiddie
Harris able to retrieve it.
to Kyrie.
Wide open shot here.
Kyrie.
And that's
Bang,
gonna
bang,
be the
bang.
problem in trying to guard the Brooklyn Nets. If you give up offensive possessions, extra possessions,
Let's
they're
see here.
gonna knock down those wide open shots. Right there, Oubre, a little bit too much of a shoulder push in there. Good defense by Harris. Not only does he spread the floor, he gets
Damn.
an extra possession with a turnover for his team.
Joe Harris, such a dangerous.
All right, guys, and if you
three-point
are here
shooter.
joining us, we have almost 300 of you guys here live. You know, welcome into the charge, guys. We are here every day, Monday through Friday, giving you the latest NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions. So if you guys are interested, you know, check out the channel. Go play soccer. What you talking about? Man, that's tough.
Gets into the paint. Here's Wiggins.
That's
to the
tough.
rim.
I mean, soccer is a great
Back
sport.
comes Irving.
But yeah, we're here
Deadwood,
Monday
he
through
pops it back
Friday,
the other
you know,
way. Durant with
giving
the
you guys the
stop.
latest NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions. So like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. You know, last night with my boy Pete, he's actually in the chat right now. You know, go and check out yesterday's video. We do our NBA preseason predictions. We also talk about who the MVP could be, who let me also pause this so we don't get copyright strike. You know, we talked about preseason predictions for each team. We talked about news and rumors and extensions, and we actually have another extension to talk about as we are on commercial break. OG Anunoby from the Raptors has agreed to a 4-year extension. This, of course, coming from Adrian Wojnarowski. So if you guys want to check it out, go and check it out. You know, OG Anunoby has agreed to a 4-year, $72 million extension with the Toronto Raptors. He was the 23rd overall pick in the 2017 class. So this 2017 class is definitely getting a lot more players. Oops, sorry, I got the little message here. You know, the 2017 class is definitely getting their money right now, so you're definitely going to be seeing a lot more. And guys, we will be returning to the game in just a second. Right now, we're on commercial break, and also don't want the commercials to be playing in the background just for purposes of making this live stream unavailable. So, you know, OG Anunoby, definitely a great player. I think that the $72 million is actually a pretty good steal for them. I think Kuzma got a really cheap contract. I mean, me and my boy Pete talked about it. So if you guys are interested, go and check out yesterday's episode. And guys, hit that subscribe button. We are less than 300 subscribers away. And if each and every one of you, I believe we almost have 500 viewers in here. If you guys can just hit that like button, hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button. We'll get to that magic 1,000 number. So if you guys can help me do that, that'd be greatly appreciated. And you know, weigh in your comments or weigh in your opinions in the comment section or in the live chat. Love to know what you guys think of what's going on. You know, we got some great basketball on right now. Like I said, we're going to be on until the Lakers-Clippers game. We're going to watch that one as well. So, guys, buckle in, tune up. It's going to be a great day for basketball. We're going to be doing the same thing on Wednesday as well. So, you know, let's see what the Warriors can come up with. You know, they're kind of right now getting a little bit hoodwinked and bamboozled right now by the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, Joe Harris has been making some great moves. Kevin Durant is back to his old self. So, we're definitely seeing some great basketball play, I would say, from the Brooklyn Nets. You know, they had some really good runs. I mean, what I liked about their set plays, and we're still on commercial break over here. What I liked is they set a double for Kyrie Irving. You know, the shooters are spotting up and they're running some sets. Like they ran a couple sets for Kevin Durant as well. The first play, they tried to do a little backdoor. Kevin Durant just didn't want to cut backdoor. I believe he wasn't really going to be open on that. So, you know, DeAndre Jordan kind of just made a wrong pass there. But at the end of the day, it's not a bad look. But yeah, OG Anunoby signing a 4-year extension. That's a very interesting kind of topic. So we'll see, what happens. I think that OG could be a great addition to any team. Joe Harris, best third star in the league. Nah, I wouldn't go that far, but I thought if the Lakers could get him on the cheap, I thought that would have been a great pickup for them. But obviously, like when you have a great 3-point shot like he does, and can just kind of spot and locate, he's basically a better version of Kyle Korver at this point. I think if you would have had Kyle Korver 10 years ago, that's kind of where Joe Harris is at right now. Just kind of in that, like, could be a star, and we're back, so I'm going to be playing some of
the Phoenix Suns, the Suns of 2007, 2008. Amari Stoudemire, now a coach with the Nets. Sean Marks, general manager.
Oh, that's interesting. Amari Stoudemire on the coaching staff. That's pretty cool.
And Steve Kerr was general
Let's see what they're going to run. Run a little pick action. Pascal. Oh my Lord, DeAndre Jordan! What a swat!
Team with that staff and the one before with Nash could have won a championship.
He's a great player. I think he.
Got the band back together.
As much as we kind of criticize Kyrie Irving, he's still such a good finisher around the rim.
20-8 lead on the Warriors.
Oh, they are really missing some shooters. See, this Warriors team would be so much better if there was a 3-point shooter on their team. Kelly Oubre.
Having a tough time struggling and. Great finish right
there. That dude's got to finish. I believe that's Pascal.
But when
Pascal's got to finish that, man. He's got to finish that.
Is known to be one of the best teams in ball movement. Look at this. Irving brings it down, gets to Demi who can score.
And also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Kyrie Irving has worn the pink shoes every game he's played so far. So I'm curious to see if he's going to continue that trend as he continues to play, or if he's going to switch up the shoes, because he's been wearing the pink ones for a minute now.
So skilled on this team.
That replay brought to you by the AT&T 5G above the rim.
And again, guys, if you are joining us here on The Charge, we give you the NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions. Today, we're doing a watch-along for the season opener. So if you guys are interested in basketball news and rumors, please hit that subscribe button. Also, remember to hit that like button. Like I said, less than 300 subscribers away from 1,000. Go and hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to donate because you guys appreciate the channel, I will take that as well. Like I said, donations not mandatory, but they are nice to have.
And by the way, he had Dinwiddie at the top that if you pass it to him and he stays aggressive, bang.
Oof. Man, the Warriors are absolutely struggling.
Irving now 10 points. He's hit.
I thought the Warriors were going to be a little bit more competitive, but when you don't have for sure shooters, it makes it tough.
Season, Kyrie with a 50-point outburst for the Nets.
Ugh, that was a terrible shot right there.
He thought he might shoot and then try to.
Joe Harris should have just shot that if he wanted just to pull up.
Talk about ball handles in this game. You think of Curry, Harden, and this man right here, Kyrie. And because you do, guess what? He freezes you on the triple threat, because when he gets in position to drive, you take a little bit of a pause to set your feet. And then he pulls up and knocks it down.
10 apiece.
Steph Curry climbing up. It's 23-9 right now if you guys are interested. Come on, Kelly. Oh, man. Kelly is struggling right now in this first game with the Warriors. I think he's 0 for 2 right now. Jared Allen's now in the game.
Irving putting moves on Pascal. Try to step back, could not. Here's Durant, and he is fouled.
Man,
a lot of
this Warriors team right now, man.
Unspoken things, giving guys confidence when no one's watching. Now, right here, this is
definitely should have been a better move.
Hey, bro, I believe in you. I watched you last year. You know how hard it is to guard you? Shoot the ball. I'm on your team now.
There we go, Joe Harris.
Step back. Whether he makes it or misses it, it doesn't matter.
Got to keep him honest out here. Got to keep him honest.
In his head, telling him, shoot that thing.
Ooh.
Ken
Bazemore with the finish.
In a moment ago, able to go the distance. Bazemore back where he started. Originally signed with Golden State. Several teams later, he's back with the Warriors. Jared Allen, who checked in, gets it.
Joe Harris. Lethal, man. He's lethal from the Chelan area too. From the I guess Central Washington. I think that's where Chelan is.
I would have played with Curry. But when you play with shooters, I tell you what, no better feeling than to just pump them up and to be a cheerleader. Shut up, pass them the ball, tell them to shoot it each time, build their confidence.
Curry now 2 for 4, 7 points, and Irving does it again.
Kyrie Irving.
He's been on fire, 5 for 6 from the field. Nets wanted to travel, but
got a
it's
foul.
A tie-up.
It's a tie-up. Bazemore
lost his footing. All right, Chris, you like this. Jolly old St. Chuck. delivering
Jolly old
$30
St. Chuck,
million
huh?
in free gifts to all FanDuel fantasy and sportsbook customers.
Oh, Zach, I see
Log
you.
on to
I don't know why.
FanDuel.
Like, what I
Do
hate
it
about
now
the
and claim your
multi-stream is that
gifts
I can't see when you're
from
posting.
Chuck or Jolly old
So I'm
St.
looking
Chuck.
right now.
I'm glad they just made it official. Let me tell you something. Chuck is one of
Dang, John Smith, man. Why you got to be like
You'll
that?
never pay for dinner or for a nice soda when Chuck is around. I tell you
Dang,
that.
John Smith.
That's
So lethal. I'm
realistic.
glad
Chuck
you
giving
two
away his
edited
money
out
to
your
have some
comment.
fun with the people.
Gosh, dang.
So that, nice second effort,
Dang, Kelly Oubre, man.
but a foul, offensive foul is called on
Zach, I just saw your
Oubre. So
comment.
the
No,
measure
not
of
peppermint
being a
mocha. I'm
nice
more of a
guy is
tea
paying
guy.
for your dinner.
I know that's gonna kind of
Yeah, for
gimmicky,
me.
but I'm more of a tea guy on that aspect. So
Yeah, and all the
Yeah, it's
employees
all
here
tea
in the
here.
tournament. Chuck's around.
we're spilling the
It's a
tea
wonderful
here.
time, man.
Kyrie Irving with a rare miss.
Let's see here. Steph Curry.
Just under 4 to go in this first quarter.
Oh,
Bazemore,
okay,
shot
Bazemore.
was put down beautifully.
Yeah, the
Love
Nets definitely look
energy
dangerous.
by
Steve Nash has
Oubre.
got them
He
going,
just missed
man.
a dunk on his last man, and you want that type of energy. You're on the road. There are no fans. This is when you got to be.
There you go.
involved
Come on,
yourself. And
Oubre.
Look what happens next. He gets the stop because
Oubre.
Steal.
There you go. Get a
That
quick
is
steal.
Oubre.
Nico Mannion not suited up. Here we go. Nope. Let's see if KD just kind of pulls up here.
Coming on for the first time for the Nets. Here's Durant from Shamit.
All right, here we go. Can they make a little run here? See if they can make a run.
Kevon Looney, who just checked in, as did Damian Lee, four-year man from Louisville.
Man, I'm not sure if that was the best move right there.
Nets in this first quarter as Irving puts the speed on. Goes
Dang,
all
Kyrie's
the
got to
way,
finish that, but that was a
and he
great take.
draws the foul. It is on Looney.
Man.
Golden State is down, but they are not out of it. They are fighting. And Oubre shows, listen, we're a new team. We got a new style, but we got the same.
All righty.
heart.
We're back on
Warriors
commercial
basketball.
break. Kelly Oubre with, turning his kind of 0 for 2 to a couple more baskets. So that's definitely a good thing and a good sign for them. Because Kelly Oubre is going to be maybe the third or second best player on the team, depending on what you think about Kelly Oubre. So they're definitely going to need him a lot more than I think a lot of people think. So he definitely needs to step in there. And I don't think that there's any other type of contract extension. We saw that the Suns claim Frank the Tank Kaminsky. I don't know if they got him on a cheaper deal, if that's kind of the case. If you guys kind of missed it, guys, we did talk about James Harden throwing a fit, throwing stuff at his teammates. He got into it with a rookie player. Now we got Celtics fans, kind of heating up in the rumors. I'm not sure if I agree with him being in here, because I don't think that that's kind of the thing. This is, of course, coming from Mark Stein, I believe. Let me see if it loads his Twitter. James Harden will be traded no later than January 25th, 2 full months before the season's trade deadline. There's apparently a couple more teams that are added to the list, according to Mark Stein, and one of those teams, it looks like, not that we're trying to act like exploratory talks his code for Harden's going to Boston, but it could very well mean Danny Ainge could do his due diligence. Like, I just don't know if I want James Harden on the Celtics. I talked about it with my boy Pete. I just don't think he fits our culture. I think that he and Jason Tatum are basically right now the same player, the way that those two play the game. I just don't think that we need another James Harden on the team, right? We don't need someone who's going to do a little bit of ISOing and attacking the rim. So, we'll see, man. We'll see what what James Harden will do as we kind of continue to wait for the NBA game to get back on. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of the James Harden debacle? Apparently he threw a basketball at his rookie teammate. It's just becoming a huge dilemma and scenario right now, right? We see a lot of we're just seeing a lot of bad play, a lot of bad, I would say a lot of bad blood between the Houston Rockets and James Harden. They basically gave him everything. I know me and my boy Pete kind of talked about it. So, without going into it too much, go and check out our video from yesterday. It's a 2-hour-long video, but it's a lot of great NBA content. So if you guys are interested, go and check that out. You guys would be curious to know what is going to be going on there. Man, I can't believe John Smith said that to me, man. I don't know what I did to him, but it is what it is, I guess. Markelle Fultz, I think we talked about it yesterday, signed a 50-year extension. Luke Kennard signed a 64, and I believe, like I said, OG signed a 72. Jonathan Isaac signed an 80. So these are all great deals for very young players who could potentially be star to even close to superstar type of players. So, we'll see what happens. I think this league is going to be a very interesting one to watch. I think as it pertains to like the middle tier of the teams, like I don't expect it to be a crazy year for this, right? But I do expect a little bit more interesting when it comes towards the bottom of it. But let's see if the Warriors can kind of pull back this as we're back now live. Kelly Oubre with a big ass dunk.
But last season he had 24 games with 20+ points. The previous 4 seasons he had 23. He's been steadily improving.
6-year man out of Kansas. Kyrie Irving at the line. That's 13 points for Irving. Durant has 10, and the Nets are up by 12.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
State gave it away off the inbound.
Yeah, I think Golden State's in for a rough night. With Steph Curry being by himself, I think it's going to be tough because everybody's going to be looking at. Oh Lord.
The head of Jared Allen.
Wow.
Irving takes advantage right there.
Yeah, Golden State's done.
Bad turnovers by the
Golden
Warriors.
State's done.
Steve Kerr wants to talk about things.
Golden State is done. Oh my Lord, dude. That was a crazy sequence. I mean, basically what we just saw and witnessed from that is just ridiculous, man. It's Oh, Supreme Gamer, I don't know. I think it might just be because we are streaming the NBA or like the first game of the NBA season. I think a lot of people maybe don't have access to TNT, but yeah, it is kind of crazy. And I knew Durant was, I mean, I didn't expect Kevin Durant to falter off. I think his game is catered more towards like shooting and kind of going off the dribble and kind of doing a little bit more pull-ups. So I never doubted that his game was going to be good. The one thing that was worried about, like, can he get to the rim and still attack? Because that's kind of what allows him to do the pull-ups. That allows him to, have the jumpers. So, I do think that he's going to be a good player, and I think he's going to be great. I mean, oh, man. I mean, I think the Warriors are in for a long night. I thought the Warriors could kind of keep it close, but, like, without any shooters on the team to help Steph Curry, like, Steph Curry's just rendered useless right now. Like, he hasn't even gotten that many looks off. He's gotten a couple looks off, but he just hasn't converted on many of them.
Big day of basketball coming up. Here is Looney's.
Kevon Looney missing, and now they're on the
Defense by the Nets. LeVert brings to the front court. LeVert off the turn.
Oh, yours is a minute off. Gotcha. You should be able to hit like play or live on it. So I think that might be something, Supreme Gamer. Maybe refresh. I'm not sure if like you're on your internet or if you're on if you're watching this on your phone, but kind of check that out. But if you guys are new to the channel, welcome again, guys. This is, of course, The Charge, bringing you the latest NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions. We talk about basketball news and rumors. We have some NFL stuff if you guys are interested. But mostly we're here doing basketball. Me and my boy Pete yesterday did a preseason preview and prediction. So if you guys are interested, go and check out that interview. And if you guys are new, just remember the only thing I ask is that you hit a subscribe button and you hit a like. Wipe your feet. Hit a like button, and that's how you wipe your feet in my house. Just wipe your feet, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Less than 300 away from 1,000. I'd love that, man. All right, Zach. Yeah, YouTube is a little bit better. I just can't get anything. I can't like. I don't know why my stream won't like look at those comments. It's annoying. YouTube didn't sell our data for the election. Ooh. Jared Allen getting involved early. Let's see here. Like I said, guys, we are here live every day, Monday through Friday, talking NBA news and rumors. Yesterday, we did our preview and predictions. We talked about maybe James Harden going to the Denver Nuggets. So if you guys want to check that out, go and check out that video with me and my boy Pete. It's on from yesterday. You should see it as the last video that I streamed. So go and check that out if you guys are interested in it. And like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new. That's the only thing I ask for. We also do donations here on the charge as well. If you guys find that my content's good and you guys like it, then that's something to also look out for. So, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Sean, you're a douche. There you go, Marquise Chris. Marquise Chris with a great finish right there. Let's see here really quick. I'm just going to quickly put it in the chat if you guys are interested in donating. If you guys want to donate, I put it in there in the chat. Just follow that link and you should be able to donate. That is, again, guys, I don't want you guys to donate if you guys don't want to. This is just if you guys like to. And let me see my Twitch. I want to make sure maybe on Twitch I'm not like going crazy with viewership right now. Don't want to leave my Twitch people hanging. Okay, we only got one person in here. Anyone in this game surprising me? No, I kind of Chris the Mega Sleeper for most improved. Yeah, I could see it. Let's see here. Anybody surprising me? I think the only thing that's surprising to me is just the amount of shots that Andrew Wiggins got off at the beginning. I think we haven't seen him since, so I'm a little. Oh no, there he is right there on the left-hand corner, or on the right-hand corner, I should say. But I was a little surprised that he didn't get a little bit more run on there. See if Steph Curry can hit. Nope. Yeah, this is going to, to be honest with you, what I'm noticing. Thanks, Pete. Yeah, guys, like I said, if you guys are in here watching live, just remember to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to that magic 1,000 number. So if you guys can help me reach that before Christmas, that'd be the only Christmas gift that I would want this year, is to get to that magic 1,000 mark. Like I said, we're less than 300 away. But just kind of talking about the game, Sean, the only surprising I would say is maybe just the fact that no one else for the Warriors is really doing anything for this team, right? We look and we're looking at it right now, and I just don't really see the sort of effort and energy that I was expecting from the Warriors team, right? I was expecting them to kind of come out, ball out, but instead what I'm seeing is just the lack of energy and the lack of three-point shooting that these Warriors teams have. And when you don't have a team that can spread out the floor, when you have guys like Pascal Siakam, it's just like, everybody basically just zero ins on Curry then. It just makes the Warriors kind of a susceptible team to, not getting Steph Curry his points and not really attacking. And I think they're doing a good job. They're creating a lot of turnovers. That is the Brooklyn Nets. That is allowing them to kind of get back, or I shouldn't say get back, but allowing them to like basically go in front in the game. So I don't know, man. It's going to be an interesting one. And then Supreme Gamer, Curry, cold. I hope defense don't collapse on him. I mean, they're going to collapse on him, man. I mean, without any other three-point shooter out there, without Kelly Oubre really taking over the game like we thought he would, without basically you're relying on Curry to create his own shot without using the dribble. But the problem is that teams are going to be like, all right, that's the only person we really need to worry about. We don't need to worry about Pascal. We can let Wiggins shoot. Do you think Golden State has another bad season? It tarnishes. No, I don't think it tarnishes Curry's legacy. I think that team was very special, and I think that team was definitely a frustrating team. But what I think it does say is that they definitely do need Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson was the glue, and even Draymond Green to a certain extent, right? Because without Draymond Green, this team is just not doing so much. Like, I just feel like they don't have another playmaker out there besides Kelly Oubre. But right now, Kelly Oubre isn't really doing too much. So I don't know if that's kind of what's going on, man. Like, it is kind of a weird scenario to see that the Warriors are struggling like this. But it is understandable when you got Klay Thompson out and you have James Wiseman in, who hasn't really been doing much. They took him out already. I don't think he's returned into the game since. So, at the end of the day, we're going to see if the Golden State Warriors can kind of get back into this game. But right now, it's not looking like it so far. I do think that this is going to be a very long season. And I kind of regret my decision of making them my 8th seed now. Just watching them. Even though it's only been one game, I can already see the problems. I haven't been watching too much of the Warriors preseason. And then Supreme Gamer, it's season opener. They hadn't played enough for a while, so they need to get together. Yeah, I mean, they've been playing the
field in the first quarter.
I mean, they've been playing together in the preseason. I just haven't been, maybe myself, I've not been paying attention to their preseason, like what's going on for them. So I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to kind of see like what this team can do, because they definitely need to step up. I mean, we see right now they're almost up by 25 points, basically. You know, it's just crazy.
Well, we just have to hang. Yeah, we just have to hang in there, Marv. We made a couple of turnovers at a key time that led to 2 quick hoops, and I thought that put us in a hole. Obviously, Brooklyn is knocking down a lot of shots, but we can't give them anything easy.
Man, can someone? We need to buy Steve Kerr a mask where his nose is, where like the thing doesn't come down his nose. I'll invest a little bit of money into that.
Get back to it, and it's on that defensive end. When you have a team that's this hard to stop scoring, you should know about it.
Oh my goodness! See, like, look at that. Like, you got Pascal, you got Marquise. I mean, look at this. Without Curry, this team is so bad.
I didn't think we did a good job getting into Kevin or Kyrie. Into their space.
They must have been playing crappy teams then, because this is just utterly ridiculous, man. They really can't create against the big teams.
Pretty easily. We just weren't very physical overall, so we gotta.
And they're fouling now. I mean, it's just ugh.
Thank you for your time, Coach.
The Warriors are just absolutely sputtering right now.
So the second quarter underway.
Giving up so many threes. I mean, let's look at the stats for this game really quick. I mean, just in that first quarter.
Golden State. Jarrett Allen at the line.
So, you know, Pascal's 0 for 2. Wiggins is 0 for 4 with 2 points. Kelly Oubre is 2 for 6. Steph Curry's 3 for 7. I mean, it's just not looking too hot. And then over here, we got 4 of 7 Kevin Durant, 6 of 8 Kyrie Irving, and Joe Harris 2 of 4 with all 3-pointers. And Caris LeVert in the bench, man. Like, that bench is deep. But again, is it enough to where I think they could take on the Lakers? I don't think so. It's too early to tell on that. But they are a dangerous team, and they could potentially make way for like first team in the East with the way they're playing. And then Pete, you said totally agree, solidifies Clay as second. Yeah, I mean, he was the second star of that group. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Wow, what a finish by LeVert. Jeff Green, I'm glad he's getting some run.
Green, who checked in at the start of the second quarter.
I've been saying that Wiggins is trash. I think I was the first one to call it out, because his game, you know, he was kind of seen as like the Canadian, I don't even remember, like Canadian LeBron. I mean, there was just a lot of, there's a lot of things, but Wiggins is so trash, dude. It's frustrating to watch, because he could be a good player. He has the skills and tools, but like I said when he was in Minnesota, he's one of those guys that just likes the benefits and perks of being in the NBA. Doesn't want to work on his game, doesn't want to change his game.
Can't do that. Then let's go to defense when you have Jordan.
Do you think the Nets has a good? Yeah, they have a great bench. They basically have a couple starters like on their bench, like basically, you know, what the Clippers had last year, but like on steroids. I love Spencer Dinwiddie. I think Caris LeVert is a great player. You got Shamet here. I mean, who can come off the bench and give you some spark. I mean, you have Jarrett Allen, who's basically a swap for DeAndre Jordan. So if the guy gets tired, basically you bring another big in. I mean, this is a great bench. Is it better than the Lakers bench? I don't think so. But this is probably the only team I feel like that can compete right now with the Lakers. Like, and give them a run for their money. Not saying that they're going to win, but they could give them a run for their money. But like the Warriors right now, where are they getting their offense from? Like all these people I see on the floor right now just can't, they're not giving you any offense. Even though I think Bazemore hit that little jumper. Or whoever that, I don't think that was Bazemore. I don't even know who that was. Ooh, turnover.
From Michigan with that bucket for Golden State. And on the turnover, the Warriors.
Let's see here. Nets have an amazing bench. Dinwiddie is yeah, Dinwiddie is a great player. I'm surprised he didn't ask for a trade. I think he should, because I think he's a starter on many of these other crappy teams that need a point guard. I think the Knicks could use him. The Knicks can use anybody, but I think he would be a good one. Andrew Wiggins. Come on, man. You can't be traveling like that.
The Boston Celtics on the turnover. You see Steph Curry sitting it out here at the start of the
ridiculous, man.
Quarter.
We'll kind of, once halftime hits, we'll kind of talk halftime, and, you know, let me know what you guys think of the game so far, because right now,
16-point
It's a yawn fest because I thought James Wiseman only has 2 points. He has 2 points and is yet to return into the game. And it's already the second quarter. So James Wiseman is like, I don't know if they're saving him or like he's just not know the offense. So they're just like, yeah, we're not going to play you. But he has only played like maybe that first couple minutes. Oh, it's Poole. I mean, what is this?
Wiggins lost the handle.
I'd take Dinwiddie on the Knicks all day. Best point guard for the Knicks in 7 years. That's true. It should tell me how many minutes he has.
So glad we have basketball back. And for
Let's
all
see
you
here.
basketball fans, isn't this
James
like
Wiseman's
playing
only
in the
played
park in
5
the
minutes.
backyard?
That's a
Ball bounced
concern.
over the fence. You get it. No, you get it.
That's a really big concern. That James Wiseman's only played 5 minutes so far.
Competitive games out here opening night.
How would you react with no fans?
I believe he's number
in
33.
attendance?
Marv, I would have loved it because
Really?
yeah, I love it with fans, but someone like myself, it's no place to hide. You miss a shot, I'm telling everybody on TV every time, let him shoot.
Good block by Jared Allen, man. God damn, man, this team is good.
The silence of that while I'm talking to you, making you remember every play down. What you're not
Got the
doing.
Warriors chasing right now, man. This used to be a freaking championship winning team, man.
I'm the microwave off the bench now.
Torian Prince with the steal. Bang out.
Now they come up with the steal.
Oh, almost an and one, man. Oh my goodness, man. The Warriors are absolutely playing like absolute basura garbage. They're not even doing too hot right now. I mean, who on this team right now? Let's look at their starting their bench right now. Who on their bench? Kevin Looney, Marcus Chris, Wanamaker, Bazemore. You know, Wanamaker was on our team. I liked him. But, you know, D. Lee, you know, Jay Poole. I mean, like, who on this team is creating any offense? Wiggins, 1 for 6 right now. Oh, it's going to be a long night.
Torian Prince.
It's going to be a long night for them.
On TNT is being brought to you by the all-new Kia Sorento, the world's
I'm glad I didn't take Steph Curry in fantasy. You know, I was thinking about it, but I'm glad I didn't now. He is absolutely playing garbage right now. He's basically the only star on the team, and if, you know, you basically smother him, he's basically unusable right now. Like, you know, there's a reason why he hasn't even come back in the game yet.
Jared Allen, Torian Prince. That's the second team.
Oh my God, Wiggins.
Yeah, and
Wiggins. That is so trash. But yeah, I think Steph Curry's the only star. I don't think he's just going to care about his money in golf right now. I don't see him really focusing on that. Oh man, that is just Wiggins. What was that? What was that little freaking push shot that you were trying to do, man?
To the line, Steve Nash. In the first game he's ever coached, regular season in the NBA.
I'm gonna have to go get some more water for my team, man. This is ridiculous.
Preseason games, coming off a
oh man,
of the Celtics last Friday night. And
this is absolutely ridiculous. I really thought the Golden State Warriors were gonna give the Brooklyn Nets a run for their money, at least keep it competitive. But right now, you can have Kevin Durant basically not, you know, play the rest of this game and they're able to win.
Steve Kerr was saying earlier that he could.
There's potential in the Nets right here. They're an absolute buzzsaw. The reason I was ranking them so low is whether or not they can. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You know, right now when the going gets good, you know, the Brooklyn Nets are showboating. They're getting their guys in. Like, the rotation's really good. But when, like Pete said, like, once you get them into a situation where they have to, you know, when the tough gets going, like they play the Lakers, they're down by 10. Like, are we going to get Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant blaming each other? That's what I'm going to see. That's the curious thing that I want to know. And let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about that. Now we got James Wiseman back in the game. Let's see if he can stay in the rest of these 7 minutes. Oh, my God. Wiggins, no, that's not your game.
Juan Toscano
oh, my goodness.
Checked in for the first time for Golden State.
Ugh. Wiggins playing bad. He said he will donate 22 for every poking. He doesn't want to donate that much. Oh, for every point? Man, see, look how cheap Wiggins is. He doesn't even want to score because he doesn't want to give money to charity. What a bum.
Back in a moment.
All right, we're just gonna pause it because of commercial. But yeah, man, this right now is just not looking too hot for the Warriors right now. You know, without Steph Curry on the court, they literally have no offense. You can try and bring in as many guys as you want. You can try and finagle the offense. You can try and do any type of movement you want. But Steve Kerr, man, he might, maybe we overranked him as a coach. I don't know. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous the way that this team is going right now. Like I said, let me know in the comment section in the live chat what you guys think right now, because this is ridiculous, man. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Wiggins played bad. Pete said Wiggins may have one of the most untradeable contracts in the in the league. Wiggins has basically lost all his trade value. Wiggins is worth like basically whatever the U.S. government money is right now, because that's basically Wiggins right now, man. Like he had so much potential growing. I feel like he doesn't want to work on his game. I feel like he's steadily decided that my game is good enough to where I can just be a solid player in the NBA and not have to work on it. Like that's how I really feel about Andrew Wiggins right now. What did I say he was? Like 1 for 6, 2 for 6? Wiggins is 1 for 8. Wiggins is 1 for 8. How can anyone defend this? How can anyone defend that Wiggins, is worth any type of max money? I can't see it at all. Kelly Oubre got to play 10 minutes. Steph Curry got to play 12. He's taking a little breather right now. I mean, it's absolutely atrocious right now the way that the game is going. I can't believe it. Let's see here. Just want to make sure we don't have anybody in the chat on. If John Wall's contract can be traded, anyone's contract can be traded. That's true. But man, it is like, how can you sell anybody on Andrew Wiggins? Like what could you sell Andrew Wiggins on? Like that he's like a good player, that he's, a nice kid. Like what can you really do? Ugh, man, it is absolutely ridiculous. And if you guys are in here and you guys just joined, welcome into the charge again. Again, guys, we do give you the latest NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions. So if you guys are interested, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Again, guys, the charge is on here. The charge stream is also the Twitter handle name. So if you guys want to check out our Instagram and Twitter, you can go and like that. You guys can go and follow it to make sure that you don't miss when I pop off on things that I talk about. Just kind of off the cuff stuff. So if you guys are interested, hit that up. I thought Wiggins will try since he is in the place to focus on winning. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, when you lose a guy like Klay Thompson, it's hard to focus on winning, man. It's hard to even focus on anything, to be honest with you, when you are it's really hard to focus when you lose Klay Thompson like that. It's just absolutely atrocious right now. Absolutely atrocious. And we're back now.
Past 9 months, the event called Barclays Essential Together honors representatives of the essential workers community.
Let's see if Wiseman can add some offense. Missed it on a nice, tried to back down. DeAndre Jordan just,
6.5 to go.
James Wiseman right now is acting like a black hole. Let's see if they can run a set. Okay, screen. Durant will hand off again. Screen. Pick and roll. Wow. DeAndre Jordan tried to go for that alley-oop but just missed.
That's not able to convert.
Charge, and Kevin Durant takes the charge.
We get a whistle.
Speaking of the charge, if you guys aren't hitting that like button, remember to hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button for the charge if you guys are new to the channel. Like I said, the more likes, the more subscribers, the more chance that you'll be able to get content, and YouTube will recommend our content to everybody else. So if you guys are interested, go and check that out.
It's a little overzealous, wanting to get it to the bucket and show what he's got. Should have passed it out and reposted.
It's actually surprising that he did play and did start. He's played 6 minutes. Steve Kerr felt he wanted him to get some experience.
Oh.
As I mentioned earlier, someone who did not play summer league.
God, KD hasn't missed a step. He's looking, yeah, I mean, KD just basically looks like KD of old. I mean, there's a reason why he didn't play last season. Kind of giving his leg a wreck and didn't come back to play because I think he needed it.
Get a pat on the back, and Kyrie can say, "Listen, I played 11 games, and I played in college in a tougher position, in the toughest position in the league, And
Oh my goodness, James Wiseman, you've got to come up with that rebound, man.
Rookie of the year after only 11 games.
James Wiseman's not winning Rookie of the Year. Prove me wrong that he's going to win Rookie of the Year. I want anybody to prove me wrong that you're going to see James Wiseman win a Rookie of the Year. Curry's going to need a lot more of those if they want to get back into this game.
On his second from downtown.
There's a reason why. Oh my. Curry just does not. Curry is god awful at defense.
Curry tries to put a move and succeeds. Goes around.
Wow.
Harris,
Yep.
But the shot too strong.
Curry is god awful at defense. I want you guys, if you guys have rewind on your TV or whatever you're watching this on, hey.
Had a collision between.
Yeah, I mean, he's been absolutely god-awful, Wiseman. I mean, maybe not god-awful, but it's just like he's too quick on his moves. You know, it's one of those things where he feels like he's not going to get the ball, so he's like, oh, I just got to go up with that. I mean, it's like an NBA 2K center. It's like, dude, you know, ball movement, spacing, and you'll get the ball in situations where you might not be able to switch off DeAndre Jordan and get on a smaller opponent and then score on him. Wow, he almost missed that dunk. If anybody watched that, he almost missed that dunk.
So for the rookie, his second field goal.
I think Curry's worse than Trey.
Wiseman goes 7 feet. The wingspan is 7'6". His standing reach.
Oh,
is
Joe Harris?
9'6".
Okay, Joe Harris hit him with the spin move.
I expect Wiseman to get in those passing lanes and give me some block shots because he can
Come on, Kelly.
use his body.
Wow.
To have an influence in this
Wow,
game.
Kelly.
Oubre comes up with the air ball. Here's the lead, broken up.
Eek. That
Curry
should,
got
yeah.
a hand on it.
Man.
You're so fortunate
That's
to
ridiculous,
come in
man.
this league and to play with a veteran like Curry because he
Look at
can
this. He
find
almost
you.
missed the dunk.
It's all the little nuances. When to slow down, when to speed up. The biggest problems of rookies.
I think Curry's the worst defender
is
in
that
the league.
they really don't know how to control tempo. They go 100 miles an hour all the time, and when you have shooters and passers like Curry and others, you got to take your time a little more.
Man, Oubre's struggling right now.
Oubre's been off.
I'm worried about Oubre,
2
man.
of 8 from the field. Kyrie with the spin.
Wow.
Kyrie
How?
with the bucket.
That's why I mentioned.
Yeah, Pete. Joe Harris,
that
man.
Rod Strickland
Joe
is
Harris is like, he's playing
Because
like,
if you know anything
he's
about
entered in the
basketball,
zone,
you know
man.
Rod Strickland, one of the best finishers in this game, under 6'4". Curry showing he's a great finisher in this game. But that last exhibition of moves by Irving with the strong finish is why he's one of the best.
Yeah, Wiseman's
game.
playing like,
How do you stop
he's
him?
just
You
not
can go
playing
left,
confident
you
right
can go
now, which
right.
is kind
You
of
can pull up
frustrating
off
in
the
my
dribble
opinion.
or
I think
just
he
pull
needs
up
to
off the catch.
up
So
his
hard to
confidence.
guard.
Now you're hating on Curry. Trace to this. Okay, that might be
Has
true.
been all nets.
You know, maybe I'm a Trey
It's a
apologist. Maybe that's why.
54-37
But you know,
lead.
Curry, I think Curry gets too much credit for
Briefly,
defense,
the
right?
Warriors
Basically,
led by 2
I feel like
early
anybody
on.
can kind of play that free safety position that Curry does on defense.
Just under 3.5 to go.
But
First
offensively,
half.
he's a good player. Wow, that should be a foul. But okay.
Beautiful play by LeVert.
LeVert, and they need a timeout again. This is getting ridiculous.
LeVert with the steal. Green ends up with the stuff.
Oh, that was Green? Whoops, I thought it was LeVert.
You're watching the NBA on TNT
Wow.
on opening night.
Alrighty, let's check out the plus minuses for everybody, shall we? This is going to tell us the true story of like how they are doing offensively and defensively together. Let's look. Eric Pascal, minus 20. Andrew Wiggins, minus 15. Kelly Oubre, minus 18. Steph Curry, minus 14. It's just like, it is absolutely looking ridiculous right now. I mean, this is crazy. They're 3 for 13 on 3-point shots. Meanwhile, I believe the Brooklyn Nets are 8 for 17. So they're getting off 5 more shots, but they're making more. I mean, look at that. 14 for 44 compared to the Brooklyn Nets, who are shooting 20 for 41. So we all know like where the points are coming from. 8 for 9, 6 for 8. I mean, it's absolutely looking ridiculous right now, man. Joe Harris with a plus 14. Kyrie Irving with a plus 18, the highest plus minus in the team. If the Nets play like a team all the way through, they're going to be the Lakers' biggest threat easily. Yeah, I mean, I think no one can disagree with that. But Pete, I think it's the same thing that you said last night, right? When we were live streaming together. It depends on the mentality of the Nets. If the Nets are all in and they're buying in, they're like, all right, Kyrie, all right, Kevin Durant, we're gonna buy into what you want, and we're gonna say, you know what, you're our leader, you know what's best, and we're gonna play through you. But we'll see, man. I'm curious to know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys are new here, remember to hit that like button. Also remember to hit that subscribe button if you're new. The more likes, the more subscribes, the more that YouTube lets us know that you enjoy our content each and every time. Again, guys, we are here Monday through Friday talking about NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions. But today was the first day of the NBA, so I'm like, let's do a watch along. So we will be watching along with not only this game, with the Warriors and the Brooklyn Nets, but we will also be watching along to the Clippers and Lakers game, which is going to be ring night for the LA Lakers. So we will be watching that ceremony together. So guys, be prepared. But anyway, guys, I think this is just kind of I think this game is done and dusted. You're already up by 20. I think the Brooklyn Nets are going to start, they're going to play Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving maybe about 26 to 28 minutes if they're up by this much. And then basically Shamet, LeVert, Allen, Prince, Green, they're all just going to get the rest of the minutes, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at this. The Warriors have used basically almost their whole team except for one player. Steve Kerr has got to show up, man. Like, this is just unacceptable, man. This is unacceptable that your team has just not shown up. 14 points for Curry, basically leading the whole team. The next highest person, I believe, is 5, and that's Andrew Wiggins and Marquise Chris. Meanwhile, Marquise Chris 2 for 4. You got Andrew Wiggins shooting 1 for 8. Like, it's just looking ridiculous, man. Let me know what you guys think of this game right now. It's kind of a sad state of affairs if you're a Warriors fan. I need to see how my Warriors fans are doing. If you're a Warriors fan, let me know how you're doing in the comment section, man, or in the live chat if you are here. Because, man, I would be extremely just disappointed with the way that my team is performing right now.
Brought to you by Wonder Woman 1984.
Look at that spin move.
And HBO Max, Christmas Day. And Watermaker, you can't play any better defense than that, unfortunately.
Like in the case that they go some lose to start blaming each other, maybe Dinwiddie wants to leave, who knows, the Nets could implode. But if it doesn't, yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of the situation. We'll see how it is. Like, I don't believe in this team. I think the Lakers to me are still the biggest threat, and they're still going to be I don't think the Nets have enough, in my opinion. Like, even with Kevin Durant, basically balling out right now.
38-39 Nets with Durant.
Let's see if the Warriors can come up with something right now. We got Kelly Oubre and Steph Curry, who are stars on this team. They need to step up. That's 3 in the key for Wiseman.
Nice switch defensively by Brooklyn on that
play. Oh my God, Kelly Oubre.
Able to recapture.
Wiggins.
Yes.
Finally, that's 3 for 9 or 2 for 9.
Wiggins for this team. I like his demeanor. I like his steady play. He can space the floor and his athletic ability. And I like that flop because it's opening night.
Man, Joe Harris got screwed over right there.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt it because it looked like he ran into a brick wall there. And I don't think Harris is that.
Make sure no one's on.
That was a solid pick, but even Harris is upset right there saying, okay, you got me. I'll set a better one next time.
Here.
There's an alley-oop for Wiseman. So Curry trying to get Wiseman involved.
Here's LeVert if that's in. Woo. Didn't hit his greens. Didn't eat his green beans today.
Curry pulls it back for 3.
I mean, Andrew Wiggins is not much better, Pete.
Harris with the rebound.
The Warriors may draft Cade Cunningham or Jalen Suggs if they're competitive for a chance. They might be tanking again for another player. They might be like, we're gonna move on from Curry and Clay and just move on to our next backcourt, back and front court, because I mean this is just ridiculous, man.
Beautiful pass right there, but how about
great block.
Check your rear view mirror.
Damn, what a block.
It is not goaltending, just great time.
Kelly Oubre struggling. I thought he was going to fit nicely with this Warriors team, but I don't know if this Warriors team is just another. I don't know if they're going to try and tank again. It just seems like that from just watching their game right now.
Toscano Anderson, Steve Kerr saying that he would get extended playing time tonight if things opened up, and that's been
stepped on the baseline. Turnover. We're going the other way. Man, oh man, are the Warriors struggling.
Turnover. So Golden State gives it right back.
Chris, I think they should be on. So if you go to them, they should be on, if I'm not mistaken.
Chris, I know you've noticed that the coaches do not have to wear sport coats.
Oh.
Foul is called as
that did not look good.
Basket. You can see Steve Kerr in a
Hey, Supreme Gamer, do the Warriors also have their own pick as well, along with?
That is a new rule that sport coats are unnecessary, and for Steve Kerr.
Yeah, I mean, if they have those two picks,
he owns 2 sports coats.
Then yeah, they're gonna tank. They're gonna tank for sure. There's no way they don't.
Go back to his days at Arizona. So
all right, little Hornstead action with Curry and Wiseman.
Well, first of all, if anybody wants to Google, Curry's in a swaggy fur coat.
But Sean, do they also have their own pick, or do they have? Like, I know they have the Warriors pick, but do they also have their own pick too? Like, do they have 2 first-round picks, or are we talking just 1? If they have 2, then they're definitely tanking.
Talked to coaches my whole career. They hated wearing the suits because they never.
Because there is nobody on this team.
And they're in the fray too. They say, listen, we're playing.
Wow.
We need to be comfortable as we're trying to do our thing on the sideline.
Friendly rim for Kyrie Irving, who now has 21 points.
Oh.
Wiseman gets inside, and he is fouled.
Let's see if James Wiseman can add a couple more points.
Someone can score off the
Man, what a tough shot by Kyrie. Obviously, it's all about having that.
Tell you what you do. You just stick to your tenets.
That nice touch.
Make sure that you try to play solid defensive ball, because really you could have great D, but it's better row.
Ugh. Obviously, this is the first game. I don't think we should judge Wiseman basically on a first game basis, but it's definitely not a game where I'm like, dang, this is good. But holy crap.
Back in the 1970-71 season, Wiseman, 19 years
Wiseman,
old.
those 2 Wiggins, and maybe 2 more first.
Went on to make an all-rookie first team in 1970. Went on to play with 15 NBA teams.
I'm about to look this up at halftime.
That equals a league record.
Who was number 95 for the Warriors? I've never seen that dude before in my life.
And TNT's Jim Jackson.
Anybody know who number 95 is for the Warriors? I've never seen that dude in my life.
Played with Chucky Brown, Jim Jackson, and big fella. And I tell you what, they
good shot,
all
Steph.
With them, and that's professionalism. You're not on 15 teams because no one wants you. You're on 15 teams because a lot of teams need you to be in that locker room.
Curry now
God. Wow.
Three.
Kyrie Irving just hit Steph Curry with the Steph Curry.
Curry from half court, and that is the end of the first half.
Hey.
Nets have led by
Kyrie Irving from deep. 21. What a freaking shot, man. What a freaking shot. Anderson just signed him. Juan Anderson. Let's see. Now I'm going to look up this Warriors future assets. He's a 3-and-D wing. Oh, okay, gotcha. It's Supreme Gamer. Just to confirm, they do have 2 first-round picks. Okay, Sean, thanks. I was going to look it up. Yeah, man, I mean, we're at halftime now. The score, I believe, let me look at it really quick as I kind of do my stats here. So 63-45 is the score right now at halftime. We got basically the whole team for the Warriors is at a minus. I mean, Steph Curry's at a -13. We got Pascal, who's at a -20. We got Kelly Oubre, who is 2 for 10. We got basically 2 players on the Warriors right now that are 2 for 10. I mean, maybe you could chalk it up to that, but I just don't like the shot selection 1 from Kelly Oubre right now. There's some shots where I'm like, dude, that's probably not a great look. And then Andrew Wiggins is just absolutely bricking wide open things. It's just, he's one of those guys that just likes the perks, man. Likes the perks of the league. Maybe they should trade for James Harden, man. You might as well at this point. I mean, what are you going to do with those 2? Unless you're saying we're going to give up on Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. What's the point of having those draft picks? You might as well just add James Harden and see if you can win with him. I don't know. I think that you need to start thinking about it. I'm probably going to grab some water in just a minute, but just to kind of give you guys my first half analysis, Kevin Durant kind of, towards the beginning was, getting going, was getting a lot of more shots, but towards the end of it, kind of slowed down a little bit more, only hit 1-3 so far, but so far, like all his jumpers, all his drives have looked good. I mean, he looks like the same player that he was like a couple years back. So I think he's going to be a solid player once again. And Sean, I say keep those first, the players in next year's draft and the franchise change. Yeah, I mean, they are franchise changing. I mean, we've heard many people talk about that before. This next year's draft, the 2021 and the 2022, have great players that potentially could change a franchise depending on who takes them. I think that, do the Warriors consider trading away Klay Thompson and Steph Curry? That to me is going to be the biggest question mark, because if you're just saying, we love you, Steph, we love you, Klay, but we want you guys to win championships and we're willing to part off with you. I mean, do you think Curry and Klay Thompson accept that? Because, Klay and Steph, you can see that James Wiseman right now is just too raw to be, having 12 minutes, 3 of 5, 7 points, with 4 rebounds. I mean, he's just, he hasn't played that much. Like, you expect a center like him to just play a lot more. But, we'll see what happens, man. You'd ride with Steph forever. I mean, you could say that. I don't know. I'm a little bit curious to know, like, what the next moves are, if they're going to trade that Timberwolves pick. They just have a lot of weapons right now. So I'm curious to know whether or not the Timberwolves are going to step up, if they're going to, have a decent season with Karl Anthony Towns, or if they're going to have another crappy season, they're going to be a lottery team, and then basically you're going to help them out. But let me put on the halftime report for you guys. But I am going to go to the go get some more water, and I'll be right back.
Leading the Nets over the Golden State Warriors. First of 72 regular season games.
And just to clarify, I'll be right back. I'm just going to go get some water for my tea.
We welcome you, Ernie Johnson, Shaka Claus, the Jet, Chuckster. American Express teammates from the first half, as you get a chance to see Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving playing together, and Kyrie's got 24, 9 out of 13 from the floor, 4 out of 7 from deep. Kevin Durant's got a dozen on 5 of 11. And Brooklyn's led by as many as 21. They're up 63 to 45. And we go from those teammates, the graphic of those teammates, to the video of those teammates, and Mr. O'Neal. Dr. O'Neal.
Ernie, I'm going to take you to Ebonicsville right now. KD and Kyrie Irving look gooder than a mug. That's all you need to know. Roll the tape. I don't know what that means, Ernie, but we know what it means. Listen, right here, just messing around, getting the ball. KD's resting, but when he gets the ball, he says, you know what, I've been doing this. Rest or rust. Don't you ever ask me that question, Ernie. I'm the best player in the world right here. Just get to a spot. Game is real easy. Brooklyn's playing very well. They're moving the ball. And, when you have a 1-2 punch, when the one goes off, now it's the two's turn. Kyrie just doing what he's doing right here. Isolate, come out the pick and roll, up, dribble, pull up. And listen, these guys, like I said, Ernie, they look gooder than the mug, and they're moving the ball. And right here, the 1-2 punch is always going to get theirs, but everybody else is playing well. And Chris Webber said the best. When you miss or they get a turnover, they will run, and they all sharing the ball. But I know what Chuck's going to say. We're not going to get too excited for the first game. However, they do look gooder than a mug.
24 in the first half. Kyrie last year on opening night hit 50. Gooder than a mug. I'll try to remember that.
It's usually you talk about food.
Yeah.
Say it's gooder than a mug.
Yeah, man, that thing was gooder than a mug.
That cake was gooder than a mug.
So we look at those two guys, two of the starters for Brooklyn, but this team is deep.
I was looking at that team. Take KD off. They made the playoffs last year, right?
Yeah.
And they added better players. They would have made it again without KD.
They had a bunch of players not go to the bubble.
Right. They would make the playoffs again. Okay. I believe so. And I'm going to go to the board. And I'm going to talk about some of these players.
Already?
I'm jogging, man. I'm not going all right. So it's early. I see you, Shaq. But the one thing they have, you look at this lineup here, Jeff Green, LeVert, Shamet, Prince, and Allen. This is your second unit. 3 or 4 of these guys on most teams would start. Jaron Allen could start on 60% of the teams in the NBA. Karis LeVert could start on about 80% of the teams. Jeff Green could start on about 50% of the teams in the NBA. So you got lot of guys who can get it done. But what they do is they get it both on the defensive end and the offensive end, and they run the lanes. Jeff Green here finishing to the basket. Here's a guy who, has been on multiple teams and to play key roles coming off the bench or starting. Again, the defensive end, you got shot blockers. Second units usually don't have shot blocking ability. Then you have Spencer Dinwiddie now going into a role with Shamet, who was a starter for the Clippers at one time. Now you're going back to Allen. Allen goes on LeVert, who averaged 18 points a game. He knocks down the shot. This team, to me, is a team that could do a lot of things and a lot of things well. They might have the best.
Alrighty, I'm back. I'm back.
They might have the best bench.
So you got Durant with 12, and you got the guy they called Baby Durant. Karis LeVert got 12.
Baby Durant,
in the first half, and a 63-45 lead. Chuckster, what's on your mind?
Well, that's why I don't understand what those fools down in the Rockets are doing. I'm like, give me Allen, LeVert, and Dinwiddie. We got a deal.
Oh, for James Harden?
Yeah.
Not in the West.
Wait.
They're not good enough to win in the West.
So
they're good enough to win in the East. They're not good enough to win in the West.
Are the Rockets good enough to win in the West? Hell no.
They have. Get to the playoffs. They won't get to the playoffs with them.
Yeah, but they'll be rid of
man, what is going on? I am back. My hair is just so trash. We're gonna hide my hair.
If you put them with
just like we're trying to hide Steph Curry's defense.
But the
I'm gonna hide my hair.
Is just gonna be dissension and
man, I missed a lot in this chat. I'm gonna let Chuck and all them kind of talk in silence. Well, I talk to you guys in the chat. Let's see here. So I say keep those first, turn those into franchise. Those fools, Lowell proceeds say duh. I say give them a year healthy. Wiseman develops, replace Wiggins with Cade Cunningham. What are you talking about, Pete? No, I don't even have TikTok hair right now. It's just trash hair. Ugh. Man, yeah, I mean, it's just not looking too hot. I mean, let me see on NBA Twitter really quick and just kind of look at it. Let's see here. Let's see if the plug has anything to say. Right now, we got Andrew Wiggins basically playing like he's playing like Paul George right now in the playoffs. Like it is just I don't like I know that we're not I hate beating a dead horse and like dragging guys like Andrew Wiggins because like to be honest with you like we know about Andrew Wiggins, like we know that he's not the player that everyone kind of projected him to be, which was kind of like a franchise changing player. But man, it is absolutely, I would say, frustrating to watch him play, man. Like there's so many times where I think he could do it, and then it's just more disappointment after disappointment. Like I've never been the biggest believer in Andrew Wiggins. I always thought there was something off about him, but man, his game has just not grown and developed the way I think a lot of people said. Oh, wait. That trade Charles Barkley just said to Houston should do for Harden, Nets, Dinwiddie, Harris, and LeVert straight up for Harden and call Houston fools for not taking it. I would say that they are fools for not taking that trade. I would say I don't know if it was Brooklyn. I don't know if it was Brooklyn or whether it was Houston, but whoever kind of declined the trade, man. Like if it was Houston declining that trade, or they're saying that's way too much, I'm like, no, man, I would take that. I would take that trade in a heartbeat. Joe Harris plays the way that Silas likes to play, right? Silas likes to spread the floor just as much as anybody. I don't know, man. I think that if the Warriors decline that trade, they're dumb. Because I think that's actually a really good trade. Yeah, you're losing a superstar player in James Harden, man. You think James Harden is the 15th best player ever to play the game? Are you at work right now? I need you on Discord. I need you on Discord to tell me that, man. I don't believe that James Harden is the 15th best player in the world ever, of all time. He's not top 15. He may be top 50, maybe top 20, maybe not top 25, but definitely not top 15. I don't see it. Like, if the Houston Rockets decline that trade, they're dumb. But if the Brooklyn Nets declined it, then that's fine, because the Brooklyn Nets, I think their depth is basically that's going to be their bread and butter, because they know that the Lakers got better off the bench. That's the reason why I think the Lakers really got better on the bench, in my opinion, was because they realized, like, look, man, like, as my hair is just absolutely crazy. They traded away, like, the reason why the Lakers got so many of those bench players is because they know that they're going to have to compete with the Brooklyn Nets bench, right? Which has so many good players and so many players that could score at will. They don't have any players that have done it in the playoffs. Meanwhile, you have the Lakers, who have basically every single player that's done in the playoffs. So I don't know, man. I think that it's one of those things that I just don't see James Harden as the top 15 player ever to play the game. Like, I know I'm going to sound like an old head. I'm going to sound like a guy that's like, oh, you're stuck in the past. Like, there's other players in this league now. But I do think that James Harden is a great player, offensively one of the best. Legitimately less. He's easily in the 4 to 10 greatest offensive players ever in the league. Maybe top 15. Maybe top 15 is high, but he's not that far off. I think he's top. Whenever you can come on, Pete, let's talk about it. I would love to actually talk about that with you. I mean, that's kind of, I've never viewed James Harden as that type of player, but I would love to kind of hear your argument for it. It's hard to do it, like, obviously in a chat to, a typed voice type of situation, but I would love for you to come on and talk about that. I don't see James Harden as that, because I think what it means to be a top 30, 50, even top 100 player of all time, you have to do a lot of things for that to happen. There's a lot of things that have to happen. If you come on tomorrow, Pete, or whenever you're available to come on, I'll give you my top 15 players of all time, and you give me your top 15 players of all time, and we'll kind of discuss and kind of do that. All right, we got it, guys. So if you guys are interested, next week we will be discussing with my boy Pete the top 15 battle for top 15 players of all time. That will be a very fun discussion. Don't be afraid to tune into that one. Like I said, guys, we are here every day, Monday through Friday, daily, to talk kind of the NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions. So, guys, make sure and go and check it out. And also remember to hit that subscribe button if you're new. We have 278 people in here. So if you guys are new, if you guys are interested, let me know. Let's see here. Let's see here. I was just downstairs talking to my sister. She's now gotten into basketball so much now that she kind of calls this growing pains for the Warriors. Okay, be honest with me, people. Thoughts on YouTube? Thoughts on Yuto Wambatambe? His name sounds like Yuya. Yuto Wambatumbe. I don't think I've heard of him. Let's see if he's a basketball
Marv
player.
Albert, Chris Webber. A look at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, where the Nets, in a blowout in the first half over the Warriors, 63-45. And the Nets hitting 49% from the field. The combination of Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant.
Is he a skater?
14 for 24.
NBA.
9 for 13.
Oh,
Durant,
gotcha. Basketball player.
From the field.
Is he even in the league? Oh, he's playing with the He's on a two-way contract with the Raptors.
Marv, I felt that Kevin Durant's year.
So right now he's on a two-way contract. 6'8", damn, but that's 6'10" wingspan.
That's saying that. Beautiful oop right there.
You go, my bad, man.
That's saying that with the player like
I know, I'm sorry, Yuya. I should know this guy.
Last possession with Durant on Wiggins.
The only Japanese player that I really know is Rui. And that's unfortunate. Should have known about Utah. When I looked up on Google, that's what it said. Like Utah Wamatumbe, it said skater. So I'm like, okay. I was thinking maybe skater. Yo, what's up, Camden? How you doing, man? Camden, as a fellow Boston Celtic fan, how are you feeling about the season? You feeling confident, or are you feeling like we're gonna do trash? I want to know your opinion. Yo, what's up, Kobe?
So Dinwiddie at the line. The NBA on TNT is being brought to you by American Express.
Man, this is just absolutely terrible, man.
With American Express.
Also, do you guys think that as it pertains to the Warriors, do you think that the players that they have right now, you know, Klay Thompson, of course, off the team just with the injury, but do you think that the Warriors roster right now is good enough to get into the playoffs? You know, I mean, they did well in the preseason, so I'm not going to discredit that. But, like, do you think that this roster is good enough to get to the 8th seed? I'm not sure now.
Kyrie cutting his season short.
Tatum, all NBA second team. He needs to step up. Like the thing with Tatum for me, Pete, is that I think Tatum needs to work on shot selection and understanding when to take the shot. Right? I think that's something Kobe realized. Man, this audio is still crisp. Yeah, man, we got that new mic. We got this new mic, this Joe Rogan-esque mic. So the audio should be a little bit more crisper. James Wiseman for 3. Eey. Yeah, man, we definitely upgraded here.
Dinwiddie comes across, put the speed on.
Ooh, Dinwiddie almost made that.
Drew the foul. Spencer Dinwiddie, 70-year man from Colorado.
I think it is, but Oubre and Wiggins need to be back. Like, I think Wiggins, you're not going to expect much from Wiggins. I think this is going to be the Wiggins you're going to get all year. Maybe a little bit, you know, maybe more like in the middle. But I do think the Warriors ain't making the playoffs. Celtics are the 8th seed. Shout out to all the Mikes. Mike. Dinwiddie. Bang.
Yeah, for Golden State right now, they're going to have to try to make an adjustment, and they're going to have to do it.
No, I will not be doing an ASMR NBA video.
Try to go with some pace and movement. Curry is a great shooter.
Man.
Those are not the shots you want on the offensive end, especially when you're
Come on, Oubre.
20+.
There you go, Oubre. Take it to the hole.
What the stuff? Steve Kerr staying with one.
Yeah, that's something that, Camden, I agree with you with Tatum, man. It's like, couple into my ears and tell me James Harden is the top 15 player. No, I will not tell you that he's top 15 player of all time. But yeah, Camden, I definitely agree with you there. I think like his gimmick is really like he's either going to shoot it or take a sidestep 3. Like every time he drives through the hole, he loses the ball, he turns it over, and it doesn't look good. Like he needs to work on that he needs to work on that aspect of his game, because if he can, if he can be a consistent finisher around the rim and attack the basket with ease, I think it would be so much easier for the team. Bernie, our NHL World tells you struggling for period 1. Any words of advice? Gotta get the puck. You gotta split the D like Ken Wu. So make sure you get the puck to Ken Wu.
Chris Webber, is this your first game?
I tell you what, that's my first game, and I was so nervous because
get the ball to Ken Wu. Let him split the D.
Was coming off of an MVP season.
That's what you need.
Barkley, I wanted to play against
Go pick up Gretzky.
And I remember those moments, how I felt, how nervous I was, how excited I was, and I know Weissman's going through that tonight, but I also know Durant and Nash are going through that tonight because they've told us by being in a new position, which is a dream for them to be back playing.
Let's see here.
And how about to be coaching 2 great all-stars.
I thought
coming off the screen.
On the spin, you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! What that's a great pick and roll play right there, man.
That was a great honor to play against one of the best big men ever to lace him up.
Oh shoot! See, Josh, I thought you were already playing. That's why I'm like, You got to give the ball to, you got to give the puck to Ken Wu.
And Wiggins,
Wiggins with another travel, man. Wiggins, come on, man. You're struggling out here, Wiggins. Come on. This is absolutely ridiculous, Wiggins. Trey's the most overrated player. Oh my gosh, Pete. You're trying to create this controversy here.
But when he's in the top in this
You're trying to create this rivalry, or you're trying to trigger some people. Hey,
Jordan got it inside to Durant. Durant is fouled. DeAndre Jordan signed as a
what an
free
honor
agent with the Nets last season. He had spent 10 years with the Clippers.
Seattle
Kevin
Kraken
Durant to the line. DeAndre, two-time all-defensive first team.
Wait, for
NBA
hockey,
rebounded
like
twice.
what's
He's
the
been an
protection on
all-star.
players? Is it like you get to keep your top
good
3 players
combination at
and everyone
seven
else kind of
with
goes
the
to an
veteran
expansion draft, or
and Jarrett Allen,
what's the
four-year
rule
man out
on
of
the
Texas.
expansion team? Like what players can the Kraken take?
People want to understand how Jarrett Allen
Elbow cough
and
leaning,
big fella
elbow
Jordan
cough.
can work together. Look no further, and of course,
Yeah,
LeBron
I need
and
to.
AD was on the team.
I probably need to
Look no
readjust where
further
this
than the
mic is,
recipe that the Lakers had
because I like
last year with
the
Dwight
screen's
Howard.
right here. I got my
And
gaming
by the
right
way,
here,
JaVale
and then
McGee,
just the
you
mic
can
right
see
here.
how that double-headed monster of a center can work.
Oh my God, James Wiseman thought he was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
By Wiseman.
Let's see if we got a nice pick and roll.
And as Durant starts his move,
Oh my
Foul away
goodness,
from the
Pete, you
ball.
want to start something here, man. You want to bring up those old
Anderson
memories?
picks it up.
Man, Pete was absolutely loving it when I brought up the sperm oil. Good backdoor cut.
Backdoor pass.
Joe Harris, let's go.
Joe Harris converts
Sean
on the
knows all about
reverse.
Joe Harris in our 2K
Kevin
franchise.
Durant, while in Golden State, averaged about a point and a half less with a better field goal
Wow,
percentage
Wiggins,
and had a career high in
Garbazio.
assists. He will be a great facilitator on this team because I believe he's learned in the
Wiggins had to
system
make up for that
how to get
that
other
missed
guys
layup.
involved while making sure he stays
Come on,
potent the
Oubre.
offensive end.
Trying to set up Irving, but the ball is knocked away. Here's Dinwiddie.
There we go with the big dunk.
Throws it down.
Yep, they're gonna have to call a time. This is a murder. We're watching a murder right now.
It's a 70.
I don't know what the NBA was thinking that what this like. Let's keep it real on the mic, as I kind of adjust my mic. Like, why did the NBA think that this was the game that should have been the #1 game for the return of the NBA? I don't know why the NBA decided like this was the game. Like, we know that the Warriors are not good without Klay Thompson and Steph Curry playing together along with Draymond Green. So why did they decide that this was going to be the game they wanted on TNT? I understand that the NBA and TNT want to create these storylines. You know, Kevin Durant hasn't played in a year. He's going to play his former team. But my God, man, it just does not look good at all. Like, it looks like one of those situations that, you know, we're going to see what happens, man. Absolutely. I know, but they should have traded out that game. I'm sorry. You definitely should have traded out this game, because like this right now is just absolutely looking like garbage. Because, you know, even though Klay Thompson can hide a lot of things for this team, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, they can just say, you know what, Warriors, we appreciate your game. Obviously, you know, they want to show Kevin Durant as the #1 because they want to create this rivalry. But I don't know, man. It's not looking too hot. It's not looking too hot, and this game is already over before it was over at halftime. Basically, it was over in the first quarter, to be honest with you. But man, oh man, it is not looking too hot. Let's see here. Definitely okay. I read that one already. And if you guys are in here, let me know who your favorite team is and what do you think is, what are you expecting from those teams? Like, I know Pete, I know you're a Knicks fan. What are you expecting from them? Sean, you're a Grizzly fan. Camden, you and me are Celtics fans. Kobe, you're a the Pelican Lakers fan. Like, I don't know. What do you make of your Pelicans this year? You think they're going to be hot, or you think they're going to be or you think you guys are going to win the champ? You guys are going to go into the playoffs this year with Zion. Man, let's look at the stats really quick. I mean, Curry has 16, Kyrie Irving has 24, Durant has 16. It's just not looking too pretty. Just give me Cade Cunningham and I'll be okay. I don't know, man. I have a bad feeling that your Knicks are going to lose out on Cade Cunningham again. Make them play in the tourney. You think that the Pelicans are going to make that little tournament? Tankathon bandwagon? Grizzlies should be an 8 seed. Kobe likes watching bad teams lose. Alrighty, hang on one second. Oh, we're back now.
You see Big Jordan is pumped about it, and Harris says, listen,
there we go. Good finish.
Space the floor and shoot
Sam Hinkie is my father.
Give me these bunnies. Thank you. I'll take them.
Golden State in possession. Offensive foul on Wiggins.
Hang on one sec. I have to do something really quick, and I'll be right back.
Nope, they call it the other way on the Nets. Here's Curry. Rebounded by Harris.
Only 1 for 9 for Golden State this quarter, and that one make was a dunk. They're going to have to find out how to get others involved. And if you're a Brooklyn fan, the only thing you need to worry about is how to get Spencer Dinwiddie and others involved. You know you have 2 stable guys you can lean on in Durant and Irving, and the way the others go on this team is the way this team is going to go. So many guys at skilled positions that can get the job done.
Toscano Anderson committing the foul. Nets 4 for 6 from the field, doing it at the free throw line. They've hit all 6 of their foul shots. Opening night in the NBA, game 2 of this doubleheader, and we hope that things are a little bit closer. Clippers and the NBA champion Lakers.
Alrighty, I am back. Just had to take care of some things really quick. So let's see here. We got Pete. You said the Grizzlies are a 6-man team, in my opinion. They make Major League this season. I just think the West is too competitive right now. Like, if they were in the East, they definitely would, and I'm surprised that they're not in the East, in my opinion.
That you're not going to raise the banner till the fans get there. You've already won it. You can't have a parade with your fans. You don't get to see it until they get to see it, and I just think that's pretty good.
Oh my goodness!
Trust or to say to your fans, "Thank you, we miss you guys, and we got your back."
Looney was stripped. Dinwiddie for 3.
Wow, Dinwiddie, my lord, man, this team is just
80 to 49 Nets.
Ridiculous.
And we're just 5 minutes into the third. Curry is off. Curry with the rebound. There's Wiggins.
Bang. Was that Wiggins? We should make a Wiggins alert if he makes a bucket. 3 of 13.
Usually steady when it comes to field goal percentage.
Harris got it to the corner. Durant. Toscano Anderson takes
that's a goaltend. I know Kevin Durant wanted that chase down block like LeBron, but that's a goaltend.
That's what you want to do.
The Warriors box score is so ugly right now. 2 of 12 and 3 of.
If you're not going to make it, get the ball on the glass.
For 2 points, or what was they? 3 of 12, 6 of 17. Yeah, it's just.
If it touches the glass first, goaltending, good call.
It's just. The Warriors are just not competitive enough. Like, even without Klay Thompson, like Steph Curry, like defensively is such a liability. Like, the guys around him can't shoot. It's just like gets beat on. Like, Wiggins just got beat on defense right there. I mean, his freaking plus minus should be going for negative 50, 58.
I know it's their first game of the season. Beautiful pass and layup, but this is the reason why this offense should never get stagnant. You have one of the most dynamic point guards in Irving.
This is what I don't understand. I feel like the movement for the Warriors is so stagnant. Like, this is so Steve Kerr-esque offense that I'm like very confused.
When guys aren't spreading the floor and continuing to play with pace.
Man, Steph Curry, you ain't reaching that. Durant's 7 foot.
For 40 points. Durant is off, back tapped on the slap. Dinwiddie gets down low.
Oh, that should be an and one. That's a foul.
That was a layup.
I might make a Wiggins alert. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna see if there's like a button I can press. Pete, maybe you can help me with that. I would love to do a Wiggins alert type of alarm when Klay Thompson, or sorry, when Andrew Wiggins scores.
They are. That's their third.
Because this is absolutely ridiculous, man.
This is Christmas vacation week, holiday vacation week, so I know there are a lot of young kids up there staying and watching the game. And for you young kids out there, play against someone bigger all the time, someone older as much as you can. And if you're playing 21, try to score in the paint over bigger players. It's not just about shooting threes. Look at what Kyrie's doing in the game, Curry's doing in the game. They can shoot with the best of them, but also finish with the best of them inside over the trees.
Steph now 3 for 3 at the line. First time he's been there since back early in the first quarter.
Tell you what, Marv, the only thing I regret about basketball is that it didn't start this close to Christmas.
Wiggins of the week, the biggest award, biggest bum award. We might have to do it.
Break from school.
The Wiggins award.
Basketball every single night, and then Christmas comes.
Man,
open the presents,
like,
and you got so many games. It's just
Pascal, like, as much as I think that he's like a decent player, man, it's just you can't start him, man. You can't. You can't start him.
well, I did, but as a Lions fan,
you can't be out there against Kevin Durant. I understand, like, you have no one else that can guard him, but it's just.
I'll take this right now, these Christmas games, and looking forward.
Man, I'm not. It's just not looking too hot right now.
Media has partnered with Feeding America to help with food insecurity during this holiday season. For a fast and easy way to donate, simply use the camera on your phone to scan the flow code on the screen. Tap the banner, and right now we have already raised the equivalent of 4.1 million meals for our neighbors.
Curry is just.
Indeed.
Curry has yet to like do anything that's even remotely.
Nets in possession.
Well, good, Hezzy. He's got to finish that though.
LeVert not able to hit. Allen on the follow.
Jared Allen, man, you got to finish that too.
So Jared Allen will.
Well, LeVert's definitely got to finish that, man.
You know, it's 287 days since Golden State played a regular season game. That was back on March 10th. And remember, play was stopped on the night of March 11th.
Jared Allen making
and
his.
It's 121 days since the Nets last played. That was in the playoffs in the bubble. And
I'll have to watch. Let me watch the Warriors' offensive play set here. Let's take a closer look. Obviously, I don't think they're going to be doing a fast break necessarily. Let's see here. Set a double stagger for Curry. Goes through there.
It has been a very
that's lucky.
Curry banks it home.
That's definitely lucky. They went off a little dagger screen with like the guy kind of dribbling up the top. Basically, what I mean by a stagger screen is that you set two screens down on one of the wings, and instead Curry kind of curled on the other, and the guy made the pass, but it was absolutely terrible. It should have been stolen. Kevin Durant's just a glitch.
Durant with 18 points.
Bang out season. Oh, come on, Looney. Let him dunk.
Team is undefeated. If they lose, they only have one loss, and so you're still in the playoff race.
Well, think of.
Let me try and sit up a little more straight. My back is killing me watching these games.
Fans involved. And someday, let's hope
someday soon.
The pandemic will end.
Tell you what,
alrighty.
For those fans that aren't in the game, I'll do with you. Even the ones from Manhattan and other places lying. Brooklyn. You would hear that so much tonight, the excitement. And how about that crowd we were here in our game, too, with the Lakers? That crowd, believe me, I know a little bit about how that crowd can get.
So screen.
It would be unbelievable tonight. Can't wait till all the fans can come
through.
back.
Oubre in the corner. Man, Oubre is struggling today.
It is a 30-point lead for the Nets.
Hey!
Durant. And he was fouled.
Wow. Said my bad. My bad, didn't score on that one. Ugh.
Foul on Bazemore of the Warriors.
Glad he credited
Kevin Durant with
Seattle
a very
as the draft team.
resume, 10-time All-Star, 4-time scoring champ, 2-time Finals MVP. As
Man,
a
oh
member of
man,
Golden State,
this is just
9-time All-NBA
this is a
selection,
murder.
14th season.
Wow. Do you guys have a delay on your the shot from when it goes into like the sound for TNT? I feel like I don't know if it's like the way they set it up, but it's just wow.
Off the steal, here's Durant.
Bum 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 bum. That was just super bummy. That was bummy. Hey.
When it's all said and done, you wonder how many.
Come on, man. Where's the call?
How many arenas will hang his jersey in retirement? You know what he did for OKC.
Good pass. Come on, Oubre. Reward him. Man, Oubre is struggling.
Golden State, 2-time Finals MVP, and showed us even though they were one of the best teams we've seen, they still were that much better with him on the floor.
1 minute delay. That's what it feels like.
LeVert. See Oubre reaching in for the steal. LeVert pops it home. Karis LeVert.
You're telling me the Houston Rockets didn't want Karis LeVert?
Nice pass inside from Curry.
Yeah, I think Kelly Oubre is better than what he's playing right now, but it's definitely not. It's not looking too hot for him. The one thing I will say, Pete, is that what's kind of disappointing me is that I know that Karis LeVert isn't like a superstar player, right? But if the Houston Rockets have those trade assets, they can use those trade assets to get another star if they wanted to, or to trade for picks. Because, I think the Houston Rockets realize that they need a restart. So, why wouldn't you not trade for draft picks and these young players? I mean, if you get Joe Harris, LeVert, and all those guys, I don't know how the Houston Rockets could say no to that. I really don't.
Looney not able to complete the three-point play.
Like I said, it has to be the.
Oubre.
Wow, that's illegal. Yep.
Defending on Cavert, then he ran into Shamet.
I mean, they look like they're a team that can, but I still believe in the Lakers, man. Their team is just too good on the bench to really have me worried about them, or even worry about the Nets taking a couple games off them. Because this team right now is just absolutely ridiculous. But let's look at the box score right now. Pascal is a -27. We got Kelly Oubre with a -32. Andrew Wiggins -22. Steph Curry with a -28. So there's that defensive liability. Looney -14. I don't think there's one guy on the team that has a plus. Maybe one. And that's a plus, and that's a 0. Meanwhile, on the Nets, you have +26 for Durant, +32 for Kyrie Irving, +24 for Dinwiddie, Joe Harris with a +21, Karis LeVert with a 13, Jalen Green, not Jalen Green, excuse me, Jeff Green. Man, what am I saying here? Jeff Green, you got Shamet. It's just kind of like a thing. So let's see what Pete said here. How epic would a Nets-Lakers finals be? LeBron and Anthony Davis versus Kyrie and Kate. Yeah, I think it would be a great matchup, and I think the NBA is looking forward to that. I think this is kind of the reason why the NBA, why some of the superstars went out to the East. You had Durant in the West. You had Kyrie Irving, go to different teams. I do think that I could definitely see that happening because I think they're just too good. KD could easily be the best player in the NBA come playoff time. He definitely could. I mean, right now, I think he's kind of taken a little bit off the gas pedal. Both him and Kyrie Irving have basically almost the same shot attempts. Kevin Durant 7 for 15. Kyrie Irving's 10 for 16. 4 of 7 for 3 for Irving. 1 of 2 for Durant. But they're adding a lot more things to it, right? 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Kyrie Irving has 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Turnover battle, Kyrie Irving has only 1. So I think so, man. It's going to be a very interesting scenario as we kind of look to see what the situation is going to be, man. Kevin Durant, can he get back into that MVP conversation? I'm not sure. I think that's going to be a little bit of time before that happens, but I definitely can see him returning to his regular form and basically, carrying and helping the Nets get to the NBA Finals. this team just looks a little more complete to me than I say the Milwaukee Bucks. I know that the Milwaukee Bucks are a great team with Giannis, but like that's basically it. Meanwhile, you have other great players, man. Yeah, Chris, we got a lot of viewers in here today. Kind of a surprise. I think it's just because of the opening day. So, like I said, guys, if you are new to the channel, please remember to hit that like button. Also, remember to hit that subscribe button if you're new. We're less than 300 subscribers away from the magic 1,000 number, so you guys could appreciate it and hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that like button. We talk about basketball here Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, and talking about the latest news and rumors and also basketball opinions. And we also kind of do watch-alongs for the biggest games. We'll have a couple more watch-alongs here and there, but it will be a fun experience. So like I said, guys, tune in, kick back, relax. Let me talk some basketball with you, and let's get going. So, Sean, you said if we see KD in the Warriors form, I don't see why the Knicks can't win at all. I mean,
need to focus on the game.
I just think that with the Warriors, it was different because the Warriors basically had three-point shooters that basically they were just unguardable. And with Kevin Durant, just made it even worse because he was able just to create his own shot.
3 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
What's up, Archer? Pascal, man, this team is just Pascal, excuse me.
Field goal. Golden State.
I hope you and Chris are getting workouts in, man.
From the field. Nets with 8 of their last 10 field goals, which have been assisted, and they have shot 51%. Looney gets inside.
Looney.
Great patience by Bazemore that time.
Yeah, I think the thing, but I think Pete, you said it 100% perfectly there. Like, Kevin Durant, I'm not worried about. It's Kyrie Irving. Like, maybe those two are just like so similar that they basically are like, we're misunderstood, kind of outcast type of players that they're like, you know what, let's be outcast together on a team that, wants to play to our strengths. The only kind of curious thing I want to know. The only thing that I want to know, in my opinion, is going to be, can this team go to the NBA Finals? Can they mesh well together in the first year? That to me is going to be the biggest question mark, in my opinion.
Celtics, followed by a game at Charlotte, then return to Barclays.
Pascal for 3. We're still on Wiggins alert. We have yet to have another basket from Andrew Wiggins.
Just being down there commentating was difficult. I can't imagine what it was like to play in that bubble. But I do know gyms and I do know basketball, and I do know if you get to play in a high school gym long enough, you'll get the feel for it. And the players now back at these different arenas, I don't believe you'll see the outburst of players who never scored a lot all of a sudden start to score, because the arenas, that true perception plays a lot.
Landry Shamet for 3. Bang.
I'm just wondering how that's going to affect teams right now. And Bazemore's upset because it says, listen, that didn't affect Shamet's jumper. We need better defense on our team.
Landry Shamet, an excellent.
Man, Curry is struggling. What is Curry right now?
Deflected out of bounds.
Curry is 7 for 20. I know that he's like the only guy that you're going to get like shots off. And that's the only guy that you want to get shots off for. But my Lord, dude, 7 for 22 for 10. This has definitely been a bad. I mean, 10 assists, good. But I think it's the usage rate of of Steph Curry is just going to allow him to get those points. But man, efficiency is not there. Ooh, I'm saying one.
Shamet goes back rim. And the foul is called. So Shamet will head to
okay, Sean. You will donate $1 for every point Wiggins scores in the fourth quarter of the stream. Okay, guys, let's hold Sean accountable for that. He's gonna subscribe $1 every time Andrew Wiggins scores a point. All right, let's see. Right now, let's see. So Andrew Wiggins right now is, I believe, 3 of 13 with only 11 points. So, with 46 seconds remaining, let's see if we can get a little more point scorage from here.
Hoop for your chance to win the ultimate NBA gift.
And of course, this starts in the fourth quarter, so anything from here until the end of the third is null and void.
We are approaching extensive garbage time. I know the coaches don't like to hear that because, from their point of view,
dang Andrew Wiggins.
Opportunity as Wiggins knocks it down. It's an opportunity for guys off the bench, even guys.
Dang Andrew Wiggins, I need that in the fourth.
To have a chance to get back into it, particularly with the short preseason.
Did that point count?
And with some of the young players not able to
Yeah, it did.
get the
He has
experience
13 points now.
in the summer league.
Oh, here we go. We got ourselves our first donation. Shout out to Sub, who donated, saying the Knicks are going to end up trading for Wiggins. Oh my goodness. Are you sure about that?
For coaches to coach, but you can't cheat the fans. You can't lie, and they understand that teams can't come out and play great every night, but it's true garbage time, and this is when you see who really wants it and who will continue to play.
Yeah, Steph Curry just not doing it, man.
So that is the end of the third quarter.
Man, if Wiggins doesn't play in the fourth quarter, I'm going to be kind of pissed. Basically, everybody for the Warriors has played so far. I mean, I think it's been like, I think only one player, and that's this dude named Michael Mulder, has not played yet. That's the only guy that hasn't played yet. So, I mean, this is going to be cap or for real season. What do you... Oh, I got you for Sean. Let's see. I mean, we'll find out. I mean, if Andrew Wiggins plays in the fourth, Sean has to hold his word, man. So right now, like I said, you know, we got Steph or Taylor Horton Tucker straight up. Oh my god. Can you imagine if that's the trade? Nico Mannion? Nah, I don't think he suited up today, so he's not going to be able to get in the game. I mean, unless they're like able to just kind of say like, hey, you know, let me play. And they're like, yeah. Sean says he's for real, so we're going to find out in the fourth quarter if Andrew Wiggins gets that playing time. You know, if I'm the Warriors right now, I'm taking Steph Curry out, man. You give the minutes to some other one of these players, man. It's absolutely terrible right now what we're seeing from the Warriors. I mean, like, I understand I wasn't expecting them to kind of be you know, win this game, but I thought they would at least be within 10 points. I mean, they're not far off from that. Well, they're kind of far off from that. You know, I expected them to be closer, and right now they just, you know, they're not playing to their potential. You know, Kelly Oubre is definitely way off. He's 3 of 14. Meanwhile, you have Wiggins, who's 4 of 14. I mean, it's just not looking too hot right now. And let me see kind of what's yeah, what's up, Walker? How you doing, man? It's been a minute. Let's see here. I just kind of want to take a look at how my fantasy basketball team's doing. Let's see here. Let's see here. Fantasy basketball. Sleeper. We can sit with a 35-point. Oh, what's up, Tyler? How you doing, man? You got Wiggins with a 35-point fourth quarter incoming. $35. Hey, man. Wow, Steph Curry has 30 points for this guy. I don't know how. Wave check W. Let's see here. I don't think I have anybody playing right now. Sean, you'll be happy that I'm getting whatchamacallit. I got Rui.
Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers go up against the NBA champion LA
Except Rui won't be able to play.
Staples Center. We'll have it right here. NBA on TNT opening night presented by Kia.
I know that Kyrie and Durant are from the new school, but I wonder if they're playing this song, one of my favorites.
What's up, Marcus? How you doing, man? We're just kind of watching watching some demolishing basketball right now. We're seeing freaking the Brooklyn Nets absolutely destroy the Warriors right now. It's just without any like really like consistent shooters, you're just not getting it. No, I don't think the Nets are legit. I maybe not like they're legit to be like in the NBA Finals, but they're not legit to win the championship. I still think the Lakers are still too good. I think that, you know, with all the bench players that the Lakers added, they're way too good. Even though, like, you're watching right now, basically the Nets, Cam Reddish or Deion. Me and my boy Josh actually have. He actually likes Cam Reddish. I think DeAndre Hunter. I like his game a lot more. He's a lot more aggressive, and I like his demeanor. So I would go DeAndre Hunter if I had to pick between the two. I don't think Andrew Wiggins is in the game.
determine that early, but this has been all Nets.
And guys, if you are here, stay tuned because we will be watching the Lakers and the Clippers game.
There's no animosity.
Also, remember to hit that like button, as Sean said. Remember to hit that like button all day.
For him to play, and maybe the team wanted him to play, hurting his Achilles. It's no animosity. Curry coming back. He loved.
Let's see if we're on Wiggins alert really quick.
Durant just wanted to get back on the floor. Him not being healthy with an Achilles tear.
Wow.
Was more of a sense of urgency than trying to get back.
Hey.
To the team. And so it's just.
There you go, Jared Allen. Let's go.
Good to watch. KD and Curry, two guys.
My dark horse for MVP is, I think I said it on the stream last night. I have Jokic as my dark horse MVP because I think the Nuggets can get to that second seed. I really do. I like their team. The only player that I probably would try and get rid of or would try and get out is Gary Harris, but I do like. I do think Jokic could be a surprise MVP this year.
Was able to play. I'm not saying.
You got Reddish? Why do you got Reddish, Ty? What do you like about Reddish more than Hunter?
Did not finish up under the best of terms.
So Marv, are you saying Durant would have gave him that work? Is that what you
see? We got Draymond Green kind of chilling. Wearing some OVO.
Draymond's in the game is going to be competitive. We know he's going to give his all. When you think about
Zion is your dark horse MVP, Sean. Okay. Yeah, Walker. I do think I'm changing my dark horse. Yeah, you would be. The thing with Embiid is like, is he going to be healthy enough? Is he going to play enough games to get that MVP? I think that's going to be the biggest question for me, Pete. Is that like, can he stay there? Star potential? You think? Okay. What do you think about Hunter? You don't think there's star potential there? Or do you think it's kind of like an average, kind of average, as it pertains to as it pertains to DeAndre Hunter?
Allen with a nice save.
But yeah, Walker, I do think that because I mean, if you're gonna have, I mean, obviously, I don't think Horton Tucker's gonna play that much. I know that Laker fans are kind of excited about Horton Tucker, and I know that LeBron raves about him. But I think the roster's just too good. You're gonna have Marc Gasol.
Green whips it back outside. LeVert.
All right, come on, Wiggins. Give it to Wiggins.
Toscano.
Average role player, kind of like Mikal Bridges. No, I think Hunter's a little more aggressive than Mikal Bridges. I think that he's too aggressive to me to be like kind of like an average player. Like he could be like, I definitely agree that he could be a role player. And guys, if you don't know, we do have a Wiggins alert to know if he scores. Right now he's like 4 of 14. We do need that heat check from Wiggins. Come on, man. Sean said that for every dollar donated for the, or he'll donate $1 for every point that Wiggins scores in the fourth. So we need that now, ASAP. But yeah, kind of going back to kind of Walker's point, yeah. So I do think that it's going to be Marc Gasol in there. You're gonna obviously have Caruso. You're going to have Kuzma. I think Kuzma really will benefit from Marc Gasol because Marc Gasol will be able to space the floor out, and then you won't see as many boneheaded shots. Oh, Wiggins! Come on, man. I need that.
Come on, let's do it. We know he's a nice guy. We're ready for his money. I'm gonna fill that out. Fill out and try to win the prizes. But what do we got? How many presents is Chuck delivering?
But yeah, I think you're gonna have Caruso. You're gonna have Kuzma's gonna benefit from a guy like from Marc Gasol.
I love your stream.
All right, come on, Wiggins.
Regarding Charles.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, all you gotta do is leave him some gingerbread cookies, no milk, just a cookie. Leave him milk. He won't give you a present if you got that.
That's
wow.
Cool. I don't know if
this is just absolutely terrible right now.
Assist for Marquise Chris. Jordan Poole, second-year man out of Michigan.
Oh, come on, Taurean Prince. Get some points.
LeVert off the pick.
Jeff Green. Bang, bang, choo-choo train. Let's go.
As much of a veteran presence Green adds.
All right, Wiggins. Let's get Wiggins involved.
A hungry carelessness.
Come on, Wiggins.
Not paying attention to detail. I don't mean that, but you just see a youthful
Wiggins
out there with LeVert, and you know that it's two
Wiggins.
type of guys. One that's been all around the league, 15 teams, Green.
Come on, man. I need those
says,
points.
Wait a minute, y'all letting me come off the bench with a green light? Do you know what I could do with the rock when you let me do that?
Nice scoop.
Man, Jared Allen is getting some nice points there.
To Allen. I don't think there's any question Karis LeVert on a good many teams, perhaps 70% of the league, would be a starter.
Yes.
LeVert into the paint, flips one.
I know this game was over in like the first quarter, honestly, Pete. Like it wasn't a game.
This is Shamet, a hard driving move, and he's fouled.
I think Steve Kerr needs to go to the drawing board and kind of like revamp the offense, because right now, like, the movement and the spacing for the Warriors right now is just, I mean, obviously you're expecting your Kelly Oubre to score. You're expecting your Andrew Wiggins to at least give you some sort of remblance in the offense. I got LaMelo Ball for Rookie of the Year. I know that's kind of a basic pick, but I think that he's going to be Rookie of the Year in my opinion. Because I just think that he's too good. Pete, I'm not going Obi. I'm not. Obi is a good player. I think he'll be a great player for you, but you still need a point guard for him.
The Nets with the 110.
Oh, please don't go out. Come on, Wiggins, still be out there.
Santa Claus.
Sad Curry. Curry looks really sad right now.
Or Chuck. I'm just trying to start a fight right now. You know, Chuck, I'm the better Santa Claus. Fool, you're not the better Santa Claus. I got more prep. I would love to just see them two put on Santa Claus outfits and go at it.
Come on, give it to Wiggins.
I think they both
give it to Wiggins. Come on.
And I think you should set it up.
Wiggins!
I'm just trying to throw things
out
there
my
right
God,
now.
Wiggins.
It Turner's listening. Trying to continue having fun while these guys.
Wow, Sean, you are so lucky that Wiggins is so garbaggio, man.
Reach his dream.
That is two. That's two baskets that he should have had there.
Work with this kid
that he should have had in this fourth quarter right now.
The Golden State Warriors that are taking upon themselves to say,
wow, Wiseman is just absolutely struggling. Let's look at Andrew Wiggins' stats right now. 4 of 16. Yeah, Chris, the bet, or Sean in the chat said that for every point that Wiggins scores in the fourth quarter, we get $1. So I'm trying to root for him. Obi Toppin, Amari. I think he could be better than Amari, like in terms of like the shooting and all that stuff.
Chris, would you agree, has to be considered, even though it's a blowout and it's tough to make judgments in this type of game, but a satisfying debut.
Let's see here.
For the rookie center.
I do. And even more important, shout out to all my veterans, Billy O, Latrell Sprewell, Chris Mullin, because after games like this, they were the psychologists. They knew to say, hey, let's work on this. Get here early in the morning. And when you're around great veterans, it just makes your job that much more easier, not just physically, but mentally. And him being with this crew out there in Golden State, I know personally that they will help him make the most of this situation.
If Wiseman reaches 20 points, I'll donate $1.
Damian Lee got it outside, but Chris came up short.
I don't think Andrew Wiggins is. Oh my God, 6 minutes. I need at least like. Can I get $10 for you, Wiggins?
Can't wait to watch all these young rookies, and congratulations for.
What about fouls? Do I get any fouls? Do I get foul calls? Like any assists? Do I get 50 cents for an assist? Oh my God, dude, this has just been an absolute murder right now. A 111 to 78. Man. Devin Booker's dark. You think Devin Booker's dark horse for MVP? Predictions for the 76ers, Flamin', Hot Funyuns. I got the 76ers, I believe, either 5th or 6th. Like, I think they're going to trade away. I got tea, Chris. I'm sipping on a little bit of tea right now. Not really a coffee guy. I'm more of a tea guy. You know, it's kind of bourgeois. So, you know, that's kind of me being a little bourgeoisie here. I think the 76ers, I think they're going to trade away Ben Simmons. Like, like from what I've seen in the preseason and what I've seen so far, you know, you got Ben Simmons who can't shoot a three. You got Joel Embiid who can't stay healthy. I just think that it's not going to work out too well for them. And I think that the sooner you trade Ben Simmons and kind of focus on another superstar with Joel Embiid, I think the better. So Flamin' Funyuns, that's kind of what I think of the 76ers in my opinion. Let's see here. We got Spring Hammer. They're just chucking up shots. Yeah, man. This just not looking too good. I mean, Andrew Wiggins right now is like absolutely looking terrible right now. 4 of 16, 2 of 6. It's just looking ridiculous. 76ers Eastern Conference champs with Harden on their roster. You think so? I mean, we kind of talked about it yesterday. If you guys don't know, me and my boy Pete, we did a show yesterday, kind of a 2-hour-long show talking about some news and rumors and also going over the predictions for our MVPs, who we think is going to be in the play-in games, who's going to be our 1 through 8 as it pertains to the regular season. So we'll see here. If the Warriors make 10 more threes, I'll donate $3.50. All right. Let's see if we can get that going here, man. It's not looking too hot right now. The Warriors are just looking absolutely terrible. I need some like garbage time threes. But man, it's not looking too hot. I don't know what to say. What do you guys think of the next game? Are we gonna get the same type of blowout, or do you think it's gonna be competitive between the Lakers and the Clippers? I think it'll be a blowout tomorrow. I think it'll be a blowout tonight. I think the Clippers are gonna get blown out once again. Pandemic P is going to hit, and we're going to get some sort of like, yeah, he has been pretty bad since day one. Yeah, Wiggins, like Chris said, like he hasn't really grown his game at all. Like he's still playing like the same game that he played. I think he went to Kansas, right? Like he's still playing the same game that he was in Kansas, that he was in high school. That it's just not looking too hot right now. Oh, let's see here. Blowout in Lakers' favor. Okay. Pete said if the Warriors make more threes this game, 10 more threes this game, I'll donate. All right, don't speak too soon.
Davis, LeBron and company taking on Kawhi
but yeah, Chris,
Leonard,
I mean, I totally agree with you, man. It's just like, it's just you know, with Andrew Wiggins, it's been like probably one of the more disappointing. I think he's more disappointed than Anthony Bennett. I got Anthony Davis for defensive player. No, I don't. No. I have this is my dark horse. I have Anthony Davis for MVP.
Talk about
yeah, I have Anthony Davis for MVP, and I got Giannis for defensive player because I think they're going to give Giannis an award. They just want to give him one because I think they'll get that Giannis MVP fatigue. So that's what I got as my MVP and my defensive player of the year.
And every team wanting to be, every player wanting to be
if the Warriors reach 100 points, I'll donate $3. There's no way. They're not, I don't even think they're going to reach 90 the way they're playing.
Brooklyn's high point game
no,
last season was
he's out.
Points against
he's
San
gone.
Antonio. That was back in early March. Poole not able to hit.
You don't know about that?
I'm gonna go with the over, Marv. I think that they're gonna be able to.
Anthony Bennett some buns. What's more disappointing? Like knowing that, like you know, there was already a lot of question marks with Anthony Bennett anyway. But is it?
Good touch there.
I mean, I know Anthony was the worst first ever, but like Wiggins hasn't really done anything. Like what is Wiggins really like? I think everybody kind of realized that Anthony Bennett was kind of a very questionable first round pick anyway. A questionable, I should say a questionable, like first overall pick, right? Like he wasn't like a consensus, like this guy's going to be number one. We see a lot of things in him. He was like a surprise, like why do the Cavs take him? So that's where I'm coming from.
Fourth quarter.
Let's see here. Screen. That's one.
And the good touch by Michael Mulder, second-year man.
I need 9 more threes. Come on.
Steve Kerr has gone deep into his bench. Played a couple of years at Kentucky. Was a two-way player last season.
Come on, more threes. No, threes.
Damian Lee.
No, nice I need threes.
Beautiful move, using that pump fake to.
See your point, but Wiggins. If the Warriors lose by under 30 points, I'll donate $2.
Mulder, one of many Canadians in the NBA. In fact, Golden State might lead the league with 2. Andrew Wiggins.
Wait, Chris, I forget. Are you Canadian too?
In Canada, here's that move again by Mulder.
Chris, I think you said you were Canadian, if I remember right.
When you put the ball up in the head.
I could be wrong on that. I could be just spitting straight cap right now, but I thought he was a Canadian. I thought you were Canadian.
And the foul called as Wanamaker hits the deck.
Here.
The NBA on TNT being brought to you by
So if they lose by under 30
Sorrento,
points, okay.
the world's best storytelling
Alrighty, so we
machine,
need some
and by
solid
Hennessy,
defense and to make those free throws. Make
the
your free
spirit
throws.
of the NBA.
Problem is, Chris, that they've already
Golden State Warriors with an injury hit squad last season.
Supreme. I don't really care, man. You can cancel the last bet. It's all good.
15 and 15.
There's still, you saw that there was like at least like 4 minutes left, and you're like, oh shoot, I probably shouldn't take this bet. Yeah, I don't really care, man. You can take the bet off. But
however, things.
But the problem is, Chris, that he's not suited up right now. Like they didn't.
Draymond Green is out tonight. Steph Curry.
He didn't suit up. I think he's gonna be on the two-way contract.
Only 5 games.
And again, the disrespect of Klay Thompson to me is unbearable. For you to have the same expectations on a team without that man, and he is still, even if he is laid up with a cast on right now, one of the top 5 best two-way players in the game. His shot blocking ability spaces the offense like no other player in this league. He always guarded the toughest player. As Wiseman knocks down his first NBA 3 from the
I know.
top
I
of
would
the key.
rather
Nice
see
to
Nico Mannion in here, man.
But Klay Thompson, get well. We fans miss you. The game misses you. And for all of you out there that think
Nico over Wiseman, is that you got with Nico over Wiseman? Okay.
No.
How about the touch by Wiseman? As you mentioned, hitting the 3.
Let's see here if we can get Wiseman. Okay, Wiseman.
Tell you what, he knows like any high draft pick.
Wiseman's starting to heat up. I got the Suns as top 5. Flamin' Hot Funyuns. I think they're good. I like their team. But I just think that I don't think the clip what I had the Lakers, I had the Nuggets, I had the Clippers, and I think I had
for Wiseman.
Wiseman's trying to prove you wrong, Chris.
This is still your first game. A lot of learning to do. He showed us
a lot.
He showed us his skill set with passing. Of course,
nah, I think adding Chris Paul makes him a little bit better than 7, Chris.
Being able to spread the floor with the 2
Let me see here.
And 6 for 10 from the field. 17 points.
Oh, that's right. I had the Lakers, I had the Clippers. Lakers, Nuggets, Clippers, Mavericks, Suns. That's my top 5.
Once again, it's Lou Wawu Cabarro with the bucket. 120-91 Nets. Damian Lee able to drill it.
Let's see, garbage time points. Yep, they're gonna help me with the spread here. Give me my how much was it? $2.
We're talking about watching film.
If Supreme Gamer wants to donate, like I said, you don't have to. It's optional, of course.
He's gonna watch some film of this rookie and say, "You got a lot to work on, but I like what I've seen. The step back 3, the catch right there, the step back, and you know I love this. Go up, young man, and get it."
See, where was this confidence in the first quarter? I mean, I understand, like, it's your first game, you're nervous. But, man, there was just no confidence in the first quarter for James Wiseman. There's a reason why he only played, like, maybe 12 minutes in that whole first half even. It's just, I don't know, man. It's a little suspect to me. Let's see here. But let's kind of look at the stats really quick. We're kind of 8 more threes, right? Yeah, 8 more threes. I think that right now they're beating that point spread that you had for under 30. But let's see here. You got Steph Curry 7 for 21. Obviously not going to play any more minutes. 6 for 10 for Wiseman, 17 points. I mean, I don't even want to count James Wiseman's points. I mean, these are just like garbage time points. Warriors should have traded 2 in Wiggins. They should have. Let's see here. Yeah, their GM kind of sold on them. I mean, they definitely should have done a lot better. see here. Bazemore didn't really do too hot. Wanamaker, like nothing. Kevon Looney, just again nothing. I mean, it's not looking too hot for everybody right now. You got Pascal, 2 for 6. Andrew Wiggins, 4 for 16. You got Kelly Oubre, 3 of 14. Tyler Hero, MVP or most improved player? Nah, I don't see it. Thoughts on the Luke Kennard? I think it's a great deal, Chris. The only concern for me is like, is he going to stay healthy enough to kind of live out the contract? Because his health wise, I just don't think Luke Kennard's a good player. I do like him. But health-wise, he just hasn't stayed consistently healthy, and that's kind of what's kind of made him I think he could have gotten a lot more money. He could have gotten maybe that Gordon Hayward stimulus package, the way that he plays. But unfortunately, he just doesn't. He hasn't stayed healthy enough for that. Tyler Hero, most improved? Nah, I don't see it. I think there's a lot more better players. I think you got Shai Gilgeous on there. You got DeAndre Ayton, who could also be in that conversation. There's a lot more better players in that conversation than I think a lot of people are giving credit for. Let's see here really quick. Luke Kennard is good. Yeah, he's good. It's just, can he stay healthy? That's the big thing for me. I know that Luke Kennard could be a very good player. Then I think that he can provide a great player for the Clippers. But
it has been a blowout. Biggest lead of the night for the Brooklyn Nets, 38 points. They lead here by 20, make it 26.
Yeah, I mean, they are. I don't know why anyone would pay Hayward that much. He's he can't even cook a turkey right. That's how bad he is. Can't even cook. How can you not cook a turkey right? Let's see if Wiseman can.
Just under 2 to go here.
Wiseman loves those deep twos, man.
How about James Wiseman? Once again hits the long.
Warriors got way too many guards. Yeah, they do. I mean, I still think they're going to do pretty well. Predictions for the Thunder future. They better make sure they get the #1 pick in these next two drafts. Because there are some really good players in these next two drafts. So I don't know, man. I just don't know about the Thunder right now. I think they're banking on getting at least one good pick.
Who just checked in with his first field.
I think Wiseman's just chucking it up just to get his.
I was talking about Steve Nash looking at film. He said at first he was looking at it in the wrong way. He was looking at it as if he were a fan or a player. He says, I got to look at it like I'm a coach. He was just sitting back and enjoying the game.
That was just game recognizing game. He's one of the best players to do it. So he was like, what? I get to coach these dudes? Did you just see what he did?
Well,
man, what a way for Steve Nash to start.
Is a two-way player, rookie out of
who I got going #1? I got Cade Cunningham going #1. He's too big, he's too long, and he's a 6'8" point guard. How can you decline that as one of these bottom teams, whether you're the Minnesota Timberwolves who are going to trade to the Warriors, whether you're the New York Knicks who are trying to look for something, I think that you go with Cade Cunningham as your #1. But Jalen Suggs can be in that conversation for top 5, even top 3, to be honest with you. I've seen a lot more out of those two guys than I have Jalen Green or any of these other players that are coming up in this next year's draft. That I'm yes, this is going to be the #1 guy.
He had a heck of a shoulder work game, Marv. His back to the basket. He was so wiry, but was still strong inside. And for all of us that were Golden State Warriors, even
Steve Nash
if it
can
was
still
just
hoop.
For a season or two, I tell you.
Yeah, man, I think Steve Nash can. I still think he could give you something. I don't know. Jalen Green got that wow factor. I mean, the only thing I've seen from him is House of Hoops highlights.
At the age of 20, by the Golden State Warriors. Down to a half.
Whoa, what? You don't think so?
Like to thank our producer Tom Heitz, director.
So guys, I'm gonna start a new live stream once the Lakers game is on. So tune back in. I'm gonna end this stream and start a new one, and probably about so it's 6:20 right now. So 6:45 we'll come back. We'll start the new live stream for the Lakers and the Clippers. Thoughts on what's going on at Kentucky? Man, they're just absolutely atrocious right now. Like Kentucky, I just feel like they've always kind of had this issue where like they can't stay super consistent, and I think Calipari is overrated as a coach sometimes. Like he's a great recruiter, he can get like the best players to come play for you, but he just, I don't know, I don't see him as someone that I'm like, yes, this is going to be the guy. Or like, yes, this is a guy that can get me to the championship. Like the reason why Kentucky brings him in is because you're bringing all these star players in. You can say that like, hey, we got all these draft picks from Kentucky. So I think that's kind of it. So guys, that is going to do it here for the first stream. Thank you once again for joining me here, guys. Again, at 6:45, we'll be going live again to go over the Lakers and the Clippers game. So stay tuned for that. And guys, really appreciate it if you hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button if you're new. Nolan about a decommit. I think he should. I don't think anybody should go to Kentucky, man. But yeah, guys, we will be live for the Lakers-Clippers game, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button if you're new. Again, guys, Monday through Friday, time subject to change. We talk about the NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions. So like I said, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of this first game. We'll be back in 20 minutes or 20... maybe 25-ish minutes, 6:45. Tune back in, and we will talk about the Clippers. Anyway, guys, like I said, like and subscribe.